Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Wednesday night movie live stream. And I just got a notification saying we're going live.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to another Wednesday night live stream where we'll be talking about movies for the next so many hours. It's me, Pete, Playtendoguy, and I'm joined as always by Andy from Forgotten World of Movies.
Big hello to everyone.
Mike from Cinema Axeman.
Hi, guys.
And our special guest of the night, Gareth from Video Tasties.
Evening all.
So anyway, the only question I'm going to ask tonight is the same question I ask every week, but what were some of the last films you guys watched? Do you want to go first, Andy?
Yeah, sure. I watched for the first, well, not for the first time, but for the first time on Blu-ray, I watched both Fright Night movies, and they just look amazing on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I forget how much I love that first movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Yeah. Love it.
Great soundtrack.
I haven't seen it yet, so that's another one I've got to watch.
Amazing. I mean, I've never been more tense in a film where nothing happens apart from four or five people be in a room and all that happens is someone drinks water.
Yeah.
What?
You'll see.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm intrigued now. If somebody's drinking water, I'm right there.
It's one of the most tense scenes, but all that happens is someone drinks water. That's it.
That is certainly a selling point. I definitely have to get around to it because they remade it, didn't they, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it's all right. The remake, it is what it is, but can't top the original for me.
Nah. Oh, I have to check them out. So what about you, Mike?
Yeah, so the first sort of new movie that I watched was that Cry Macho, the latest Clint Eastwood movie. Yeah, it was all right. It was kind of middle of the road, but yeah, it was okay. And I've also been rewatching the Star Wars prequels just in preparation for Obi-Wan.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's your favourite of the prequels and your least favourite of the prequels?
My favourite's definitely Revenge of the Sith. I think it's a really good movie. My least favourite is Attack of the Clones. That is the one I struggle with whenever I rewatch it.
I do agree there. It's such a hard film to get through. It really does feel like a slog.
Yeah, I like parts of it, but yeah, it's just it's a bit boring, I think. And some of the dialogue is horrendous with like Anakin and Padme and
Sand.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
it feels like a soap sometimes with their love, whatever's going on between them.
Yeah.
It's just an ugly looking movie on the whole. Just all the green screen. It's too much.
They even like I was watching them, and I think it was the first time I'd watched them like on my 4K TV, and they don't look great. Like I don't know, like some of the effects just they haven't aged very well. I don't know. Some of the lightsaber fights are a bit ugly because they're all like shot digitally. But yeah, I don't know. But I still enjoyed them.
Yeah. Yep. And Cry Macho, I've heard a lot of people say that's very like slow and quite boring.
It's there's just not much story. Like the story is just kind of thin, and it feels quite stretched in a movie. But I'll watch anything that Clint Eastwood's in because I do like him as an actor. But yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't one of his best.
Yeah,
doesn't go where you think it's going to go.
No.
No. Did you get it on DVD or did you import the Blu-ray?
I just got the DVD. I found it in CEX for a few quid. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. I'm waiting for the DVD to go down a bit. I'm not going to get the Blu-ray of it.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't spend. Yeah, I wouldn't spend too much money on it.
Nah. And what about you, Gareth? What was the last film you watched, or some of the last films?
I watched the 2 Deadpools the other night.
Oh, nice.
Again. And The Player with Tim Robbins.
Oh, yeah.
About Hollywood and how it takes you in and rips you apart and spits you out again. That is moments for fun.
Yeah.
Haven't heard of that one before, The Player, so that's another one to add to the list.
Yeah, it's about 30 years old now, so
Oh, that sounds good. I did actually watch Deadpool 2 about a week and a half ago, and I must admit, that's not too bad. I quite
No,
enjoyed it. I
it's-
thought it was a
Still
solid
holds up.
sequel. But as for me, the last few films I watched was, well, it was going to be Beverly Hills Cop, but that ended up being ruined. Me and Ryan watched Under Siege the other night. The
Yeah.
birthday cake scene certainly surprised him. He said, "What come out the cake?" Yeah, that did. But yeah, that was probably one of the best parts. Also, Gary Busey in drag, I thought that was a highlight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm going to have to watch the sequel soon. It looks like a lot of fun. It's on a train, that one is, isn't it?
Yeah. I prefer the second one.
Do you? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I do as well. So that's it's more Seagal's own film, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, because this one, he didn't really use any martial arts. He mostly was shooting people. I was expecting him to punch people and kick them and all that. So, but yeah, it was an enjoyable film, and I'm looking forward to watching the sequel. And I also watched Blue Velvet on Sunday night. Really enjoyed it. Yeah. So that's why I picked up Mulholland Drive, and I'm probably going to watch that and Wild at Heart at the weekend.
Oh, yeah. Great movies.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, before we get on to the comments, Gareth, as it's your first time on the stream, do you want to promote your channel to anybody who hasn't seen it before?
Yeah. Yes, I'm Gareth of Video Tasties and something to do with VHS. So, so if you like old crap, I'm your man.
You've got a huge collection of VHSs. How many VHSs do you think you've got?
The wife says too many. So, and most of them are out of sight. So, yeah, it's in the thousands now. So,
oh, that's impressive. That's impressive indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gareth's got a brilliant channel. The link to his channel and all the other guys' channels are in the description down below. So go and give him a sub. So let's get into the comments. And first up, we have BD Baju Gaming. Terrible pronunciation there, sorry, mate. And he says super duper, so thanks for joining, mate. We've got Matt H here saying evening, gents. Evening, Matt.
Yeah.
Evening.
We've got Edward here saying evening, everyone. Hope you're well. What's your thoughts on the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 trailer? Have you guys seen it?
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
What did you thought, Mike?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks, looks like the rest of them, really, just like a lot of good action. I was really surprised to see the guy. I don't think he's been in the series since the first film.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't expecting to see him in the trailer, but yeah, that was like the big surprise for me. But no, yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. So the stunts look good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Have you seen the trailer, Gareth?
Yeah, I saw it the other day. It looks like you said, looks on par with the last two because it's both the same people. So yeah, it should be good.
But yeah, the trailer does look quite good. I did watch it twice yesterday and very excited for it. But it's going to be another year until we get it, isn't it?
That's why I thought, oh, it's here. It says no, 2023.
I was a bit disappointed because it was originally supposed to come out this year, weren't it? But they've delayed it. I don't know why. But the thing that gets me is it's a two-parter.
Yeah.
Obviously it's going to be about 2.5 hours, both of them. So how is this story going to be able to stretch like 5 hours? But yeah, looking forward to it. I see Haley Atwell's in it, so that's quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it probably will be the end of the Mission Impossible franchise. Do you think after these two?
I mean, I'm sure I read somewhere that he wanted to like write out the Ethan Hunt character or something. So I'm assuming so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that the third and fourth one as well, though. So
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Andy? I know you haven't seen it, but are you looking forward to Mission Impossible?
Yeah, I kind of enjoy all of them on different levels. I mean, I know a lot. Well, the second one gets a lot of shit, but I actually don't mind that movie. It's It's all right for what it is. But yeah, I think they've sort of from the fourth one they've gotten better as they've come out. Because I really loved Fallout. I thought Fallout was great.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, I think it's probably one of the most consistent movie franchises about, and it's got better every time.
Yeah.
But going back to the first one from like Fallout, because I never saw the first one, it's quite a polar opposite difference, isn't it? It's very sedate. It's more of a traditional spy film.
Yeah.
Right. Bumpus Movies here saying evening all. Looking forward to the 4K of Red Sonja, favourite sword and sorcery movie. Ooh. Isn't Red Sonja the Arnie film?
Yeah.
He's in it, yeah.
Not a lot though, is he?
No.
Do you want to go first, Andy?
Not really looking forward to the 4K. It's the movie is what it is. You know, if you've seen it, you know what you're getting in for with it. But swords and sorcery movie. Does Conan count?
Yeah, I
I
think
would
so.
say so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the first Conan. Well, yeah, Red Sonja. That's an experience. That movie.
Not sure
Isn't
how
that the
good
one
it
with
looked in
Bridget
4K.
Nielsen in?
Yeah,
That's the one.
Oh wow! Of all the films to get a 4K release, very odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not one I would have picked for that.
Has it got the kid who plays Kino in it from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
Oh yeah,
He's like the
that's him.
prince. And like his bodyguards, like the guy who played Pluto in the Popeye movie.
Yeah.
Oh right.
It's got a weird cast. Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I think I'd probably have to say the Conan as well, like the first one. I think it's a really, really good movie. It's probably one of Arnie's best movies, but I feel like it doesn't really get talked about a lot. Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yeah. Gareth?
Yeah, Conan. The Barbarian, yeah. But I do enjoy this Destroyer just because how stupid it is. But I preferred Destroyer when I was a kid, but I can see the differences now.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the remake about 10 years ago. Oh, that was not good.
No.
Not seen it.
Jason
No.
Momoa one.
Yeah. I think my dad got me at saying, "Oh, Arnie's in it." I said, "That ain't Arnie." He said, "No, we're in." But yeah, the original Conan, great film. I did like the Destroyer as well. Would you class He-Man Masters as a universe sort of like it, or a little bit?
Swords and
I suppose so.
sorceress, so yeah.
Yeah, and would you class?
That's a fun movie.
Yeah, and I'm thinking probably is it Clash of the Titans? You could probably class that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those canon Barbarian films too.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
Beastmaster. That's the...
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
We've got Soph here saying, "Evening, gentlemen. Evening, Soph."
Hi, Soph.
Evening.
Comments have gone all weird. Oh wow. What's happened here? Comments have gone completely. Right, here we go. Matt says, "Congratulations on 1K subscribers, Pete. Well deserved. Love the live streams. Keep up the great content." Thanks ever so much, Matt. That means a lot.
Agreed.
But,
well deserved.
I honestly wouldn't be here if it weren't for everybody who watches these streams. Andy and Mike for joining, the guests every week. It's all a team effort. So thank you, everybody. And Soph says the same. Congratulations on 1K. Thanks ever so much, Soph. Right, we've got AP here from the Movie Cheer podcast saying congratulations on 1K, Pete. Thanks ever so much, mate. What do you think is better for casting classic Star Wars characters moving forward? Recast or deep fake them like we've seen recently? Is that a deep fake? Is that what they done with Peter Cushing's character in Rogue One?
That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh wow, that really has aged awfully. It looks like a PS3 character.
They use traveling Matt.
Yeah, but what do you think, Andy?
Yeah, I just think leave it alone. So
yeah,
you can't I think Disney is just constantly trying to capture the original trilogy, and you just can't do it.
No.
You never will.
No,
So,
that's the thing.
yeah.
I think after The Last Jedi, they're just trying desperately to try to make it up to fans.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of either, to be honest. Like, I've not even seen that Han Solo movie. I just kind of refuse to watch it because I can't really imagine anyone else playing Han Solo other than Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And I'm just not a fan of the way they do this deep fake stuff. Like, I know they did like a young Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, didn't they? And it just seems like fan service to me. Like, it doesn't seem to have much of a purpose other than that. And I'm really hoping they don't do it in Obi-Wan, but I'm sure they probably will with some character. But
I do wonder.
So yeah, I'm not really a fan of either. I'd rather they just left it alone and just introduced different characters.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Gareth?
Yeah, there's a whole universe of characters they could do, and then sticking with the ones that everyone loves, and then people just complain about the CGI on them or someone's cast wrong.
Yeah.
See,
It's
can't
just
win
a
on it.
thing. No, that is true. I think with the main
Oops.
thing is with Disney. Oh, sorry, Gareth.
Yep. Hang on, let me write the address down.
But yeah, I think with Disney, it's just the big fat problem is they just don't know how to recapture the success of that original trilogy. And it's, again, like what happened with the prequels. Whilst I don't mind Phantom Menace and Escape of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
But yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Nothing's just can never be able to recapture that success. Probably the closest thing film-wise is Rogue One. But again, I don't think it's needed. They've got a whole universe, as you said, Gareth, of different characters to do. Give us, what is that Yoda with the mullet? Yaddle. Give us a whole series about him.
Yeah.
It's just like move on with that, do your own thing. Try not to do another Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. But I am looking forward to Mandalorian and Obi-Wan, but no doubt we will see more of it.
Yeah.
Marvel fan says, "Hi guys, any latest updates on Jules?" No, we haven't heard anything, but we hope she gets better soon.
Yeah.
Soph says, "Andy, have you rewatched Bugsy Malone yet?"
I'm so sorry, Soph, I haven't yet. No.
You've got to pace yourself until you can rewatch it again.
Yeah, maybe over the bank holiday weekend, but yeah, it's gonna take some time, I think.
Yeah. Do you like the film, Mike?
Do you know, I've not seen it since, I think we watched it in school once. I can't remember why. I think it was during like a science lesson. That's the last time I saw it. Yeah, all I remember, it's like kids as gangsters, isn't it? Or something. Yeah. Weird film.
Interesting science lesson watching Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, it must have been like end of term or something like
Must
that.
have been, yeah.
Physics of shooting pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when the teachers couldn't be asked, they just slapped the video on.
Yeah.
that was it, really.
Good days.
Yeah.
Yeah, best days. What about you, Gareth? Have you seen Bugsy Malone? Do you like it?
Same. I haven't seen it for many a year. I should
Yeah.
watch it, but
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was at school. I think it was a thing that they just put it on at school. I think they showed it about 3 times in like a week, and the teacher said, "Oh, it's the only videotape we've got." Oh. We've got David Beach here saying, "Good evening, guys. Hope you're all good." Evening, David.
Evening.
We've got streams of times.
It's 9.
Have a 9. Ooh. Evening,
Save
folks. Save 9. Oh, it's just my eyes. My eyes are going weird there. Stream of 9. Stream of 9. Stream of time. Save 9. Evening, folks. New to the stream. Looking forward to the chat. Great to see Video Tasties as a guest. The king of VHS. Definitely is. He's a whole library of VHS tapes. Have you ever done a whole collection video?
No. It's too awkward to get to some of them.
I agree. I've been thinking about doing a collection video, and it's just like, oh, do I have to get all that stuff out and then putting it back
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, that is the biggest issue.
Yeah, the whole living room will be full of films, and nobody will be able to walk through. Move these films, my parents would say.
Yeah, and then you got to edit it.
Yeah, and that'll probably take all night.
Yeah.
Right, the comments are going absolutely weird as it keeps going up and down. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, just pop in the comment section down below and we'll get back to you. But the stream of time saves 9 says, are you guys keyed up for Top Gun Maverick?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you going to go see it, Gareth?
Tomorrow night, I think.
Oh, brilliant. Hope you enjoy it. I've heard some really good things about it.
Because it is out today, so...
Yeah, Ryan went to see it today and he loved it. He gave it 5 out of 5.
Yes, I saw that. So.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it. You seen it, Andy?
Yeah, I'll get round to it at some point. I've just got a feeling all the cinemas for the next week are going to be packed. So
Yeah.
I prefer it when it's a bit quieter. But yeah, I'll definitely go and see it at some point.
Yeah, sounds good. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, same as Andy. Really, I'll get around to it at some point because it does look pretty good. I'm not really a big fan of the original, but this one does look pretty good. To be fair.
Yeah. I'd like to see it. My local cinema isn't showing it for some reason. They're showing the original one. Yeah. I actually rang them up and said, "Oh, you got Top Gun? Yeah. 1980. What? Not Maverick? Oh yeah, Maverick's in it. No. And I said, how much is it to go see the original? 15 quid. Put the phone down. So the nearest one to me is like about 50, 60 miles away to go and see it.
Wow.
So hopefully we'll eventually get it at my cinemas, but it'll probably be in 10 years' time. But I'll keep an eye out to see which local cinema has it on. But I'm definitely looking forward to it, hoping to get it when it comes out. Right. We've got David Beach saying, Pete, how much do you spend on movies? Too much. Too much is the best answer. But I'm definitely going to slow down on it because I want to try and save up to get a 4K player or PS5. But finding them is like finding a needle in a haystack. But yeah, I'm going to try and save up and get a 4K player. So that'll be good. Say that, and then next week I'll have a huge stack like this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Matt H says, I thought after Solo they said they wouldn't recast original characters in the new movies. But I gather that's Disney, isn't it? They just want to keep trying to milk the success, aren't they? But aren't we getting a Ahsoka series as well, Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that dude from Rogue One. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
That's how popular he is. I can't even remember his name. He's getting a TV show.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I know the one you're thinking of.
Andor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been coming on for years, but still not here yet. But anyway, we have Dr. Impossible here, not forgetting the wonderful The Sword and the Sorcerer, directed by Albert Pym. Richard Lynch chewing up the scene as the lead villain. Evening. Have any of you guys seen that film?
No. I've seen it since it came out, so I can't remember much.
No, I hadn't even heard of it. But then again, I haven't heard of a lot. David Beach says, graduation is Pete. Congratulations, Pete. Keep up the amazing work, mate. Thanks ever so much, David. That really means a lot. Soph is a bit disappointed that Andy hasn't watched. You got it on Blu-ray, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It wasn't too expensive, so I was like, yeah, I'll just get it on Blu-ray. I'll give it another go.
Not too bad. At least you get to see all the fights, the cream fights in
high definition. Be stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we get the 4K with Dolby Atmos to hear bad guys. Oh. David says, congratulations, Pete. Keep up the amazing work, mate. Thanks ever so much, David. That really does mean a lot. Matt H says, what is your favourite Chevy Chase movie?
Fletch.
I'm having a check. I was just going to say that you can call me Al music video.
Probably Christmas Vacation for me.
Ooh. I've never seen a vacation movie. I keep wanting to, but I never get round to it. I think, isn't the Christmas one the best one?
I'd say so.
Yeah. There's like 4, isn't there? And isn't there like a remake they brought out a few years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fat Elm.
It tried.
Mike, what's your favourite Chevy Chase film?
Probably either the first Vacation movie. I do have a lot of nostalgia for that one, and maybe Caddyshack as well. I think that's pretty funny.
Awesome. What about you, Gareth?
Yeah, Fletch. I watch Christmas Vacation every year, but yeah, Fletch I watch. It's probably his greatest bit. I do like Fletch Lives as well.
I'm now having to have a look on his IMDb because I haven't seen any.
Has anyone seen that Dan Aykroyd film, Nothing But Trouble, with him in?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's terrible.
I see a trailer for that. That looks off.
It's like his nose is like shaped like a cock.
Yeah. It's only like one scene, really, isn't it? But it shrivels up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a selling point. His nose is shaped like a cock. Right, that's sold.
But it's got such a great cast. Demi Moore's in it. John Candy's in it.
Yeah.
It's got such a great cast, but the film's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
More nakedness.
Oh, sounds good. I'll have to give it a go. If it's a mad film, it should be very entertaining.
It is mad. Yeah. It's supposed to be a comedy horror, but it's light on both.
I do like Memoirs of an Invisible Man as well. I know it's not his best, but I do like it.
Is that a John Carpenter film?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I'll have to check that one out as well. Again, another one to add to the list.
And Funny Farm.
Funny Farm. Oh. Another one to add to the list, which I'm adding now. This is basically just recommend me a film night. So yeah, for me, I've just checked on Google, and probably the only thing I've seen him in, and he makes a cameo, and that's Last Action Hero.
He's a blinking miss at that one.
Yeah. He barges past him, doesn't he? Like, he just runs past him and nearly knocks him over.
Yeah.
So it's either that or the music video to You Can Call Me Al.
Yeah.
I like Hot Tub Time Machine as well. That's all right.
He's in that, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because there's 2 of them, isn't there? I know the second one's not very good.
I've not seen the second one.
No.
Right. Marvel fan says, what's your thoughts on the Thor Love and Thunder trailer? Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
No.
Yeah? No, you haven't seen it, Mike?
No, I haven't got around to seeing it, no.
But you enjoyed it, Andy?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Not long to wait either, I don't think. Is it July?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And Gareth, what did you think of the trailer?
I don't know. It looks all right. But you can't tell from Marvel trailers because they're all lies.
No, you can't.
It's true. Trailer looked fun. I mean, got a good cast in it. Natalie Portman's back, which is great, but I have to wait and see. To be fair, I haven't minded Phase 4 of the MCU, to be fair. I haven't minded. I've enjoyed all the films to an extent.
Some of them
yeah. Even if the Eternals felt like a period drama more than a superhero film. Right. We have Rehan here saying, quick question. Hey, Rehan.
Okay.
We've got Cora here saying, hi, everyone. Hey, Cora. Hope you're doing well, mate. Comments have gone, what? What the heck is going on here? Oh, no, the comments have gone weird. What the heck is going on tonight? Right, we got Rehan saying, "I love your videos." Thanks ever so much, Rehan. Really appreciate it. We've got Sophie shouting Coro. We've got David saying hi, Soph. Rehan says, "Please don't pick on me, guys, because I'm autistic." We wouldn't do that, mate.
No, of course not.
No.
Sophie says, "Hey, David." And Soph says, "Rehan, no one will pick on you here because we're a nice bunch." Absolutely. I hope you're right, Rehan. And thanks for joining the stream. We've got Marvel fans saying, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm just having to switch the TV on because my parents are coming back into the kitchen. Right. No. Right. Yeah, that's the TV remote you need. Moving in here now. I should really go back upstairs in the bedroom and do the stream. But right, we're back now, and hopefully we won't get no disturbance unless my dad comes in for a cheeky packet of crisps.
Thank God you said packet of crisps.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to watch that one over Christmas because a lot of people say that's one of their favourite Christmas films, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see there's a box set with, is it 4 titles in of the National Lampoon films?
Yeah.
What ones do you get? You get Christmas one. Is there a Vegas one as well?
European
Vegas,
and Vegas.
European Christmas.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'll have to pick them up sometime. I'll keep saying that, and then I'll have more Blu-rays and HMV. But anyway, we've got Peter here saying, "Ryan of the night, intro sequence is calling." You will not get me singing that tonight, Peter, but thanks for joining. I'll leave the singing to Ryan. Cora says, "I'm not nice, but I won't pick on you, Rehan. I'll pick on Andy."
Cheers, Cora.
We got Peter saying, "Cora, are you here?" He definitely is here, Peter. And we've got Brian Drums here saying, "Hey guys." Hey Brian.
All right.
Peter says, "I mostly pick on Ryan and Playtendoguy anyway." Yeah, that's my nickname, Playtendoguy. I don't know where we got it from. Why do you call me that, Peter? And please keep the answer clean. Cora says, "Yes, I'm here. Stand in silence." Soph says, "Hey, Peter, Ryan no longer loves me. Haha, says he's too busy." Okay, Peter.
Now it's gone.
Cora says hi to Sophie. Sophie says no, he's dating he wishes. Peter obviously meant to say he's dating Pete. We've got Ash here from Popcorn and Horror saying, "Evening, fellas. Congratulations on the 1K subs." Thanks ever so much, Ash, and thanks for joining. Sub saying, "Hello, Ash," and "Hello, Soap." Peter says, "So maybe we should pull Ryan out of the closet." Dr. Impossible says, "Have pity for me. I live on the outskirts of Bodmin Moor. No chance of Top Gun Maverick here. Just grass, cattle, and some nice trees. Oh, and 30 miles from Churro."
Yeah.
Oh. But at least you've got a nice scenery, Dr. Impossible.
Yeah.
Where I live is a bit of a hole. So there's no actual bright side here.
Well, I think the Air Force probably do flyovers over there anyway, so you can see it for real.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. The only highlight in our cinema is Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and Cowboys and Aliens in the cinema. Right. Soph says, "Peter, I've been trying for almost a year. He's not admitting anything. He just gets angry." Carl says to Dr. Impossible, "Sounds quite lovely, to be honest. I like cow." Oh, that'd be a nice, peaceful, relaxing life, Carl. Peter says, "Soph, I believe Ryan is still at an impressionable age and we might be able to get him into girls."
This is taking a turn.
It certainly is, yes. It's a movie chat, not a Ryan chat. Bumpers says, What is the rarest
Ooh.
VHS tasty you own?
It's hard to tell what's rare. They're just expensive, some of them. But yeah, I think I got a Carry preset, and what else I got? Probably my Kevin and Perry Go Large box set. It comes with postcards and a book about how to pick up girls. I've never seen it before anywhere, so I'm surprised it exists.
A booklet how to pick up girls. I suppose that's handy.
Might be a bit dated. It's for 90s Ibiza, but much of it.
So says Peter, he likes redheads and short hair. I'm gathering she's talking about Ryan. But we've got Man Cave Movies here. Enjoying the video, lads. Thanks ever so much for joining, mate. I hope you're well. This is a good announcement. Cora says Eureka announced their first Ultra HD, the Police Story trilogy. Hope it's not the previous 4K restoration with the awful looking retrograding. If you could shove it where the sun doesn't shine. Yeah, I heard they announced this today. What do you guys think of it?
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
As long as it's still got the Cockney subbing.
What, the Cockney subbing?
Subs. Dubbing, I mean, sorry.
Dubs, oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That was the classic VHS they did.
Also, it sounds like an episode of EastEnders, really.
It does. It's, all this action going on. Arthur Moe and all this.
What about you, Mike? You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean, I've already got the previous box set from Eureka that had Police Story 1 and 2 in. So I'm not too sure if I'll get this box set, but I think they're doing Police Story 3 on its own as well. So I'll probably just pick that one up.
Isn't Police Story 3 a recent film or not?
No, like early 90s. But I think,
isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's the first time it's had a physical media release in the UK since like the VHS days. So it's quite a big announcement for some people.
That's cool. That's cool. And what about you, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen the first one, but I'll have to give the other two a watch.
I've seen some of the first one, and some of the fight scenes are outrageous. Look a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great.
I remember my local Sainsbury's had it on Blu-ray in the double pack for like £2, and I missed out on it. Dr. Impossible says, Cora, it is, but my wife's car's gone up the creek, so I'm stuck until the gremlins get removed. Just hope the mechanic isn't called Joe Dante. We've got Marvel fans saying, hey, Soph. We've got a lot of them sort of people wanting to promote something, but Soph's here saying, hey, Marvel fan. Cora says, no accident, I hope. DVD from Film Bloke says, to Rehan, it would be counterproductive for me to pick on you since I'm autistic as well. But he's here saying, hey, everyone. Hey, DVD from Film Bloke. Hope you're doing well, mate. He's continuing to say, I've finished cleaning all those tapes. Well, I say finished. Some need another pass and some need more manual cleaning. You're doing fantastic work there with your VHSs, keeping them alive and going. Yeah, I look forward to your video when you get it done. Cora says, Andy, I was just kidding. You're great.
Thanks.
We've got Matthew Binney, VHS World and more here saying hello. And anyone remember a film, They Call Me Bruce? I got the X rental of it.
Yeah, that's a Bruce Willis, Bruce Lee clone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No.
From the early 80s.
82, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a sequel as well. They Still Call Me Bruce. It's about some guy gets mistaken for Bruce Lee, I think, in the film, but yeah, it's it's a rare one.
Yeah. Would you recommend watching it?
I couldn't say I haven't seen it since it.
All right.
The very early days, I can't remember what happens at all. So I've not seen a version of it since. I don't know if it's on DVD or Blu-ray.
No, I'm just getting pictures of VHSs of it up.
Yeah,
So
it's
must only be
funny.
VHS. Oh wow.
See if I can buy the rights.
What about you, Mike? Have you seen it?
No, not seeing it. For a minute, I thought he was talking about what's that?
My name is Bruce.
The Bruce Campbell one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for
Yeah.
a
It
minute.
got me for a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
that film with Bruce Campbell, I did not like that. Oh. What about you, Andy? Have you seen They Call Me
No.
Bruce?
No. Sorry, not seen it. No.
Oh. DVD and Film Bloke says the job will probably be done by next week. So that's fantastic news. You've been cracking at it for quite a while, mate. Been doing it for like a couple of months, I think.
It's time consuming.
Cora says you're all very nice. Peter says, why do I call you Playtendo fucker? Because it's got such a nice ring to it. Yeah. That's going to be on my calling card now. Thanks, Peter. DVD and Film Bloke says 80 odd tapes and 4 casualties, not too bad, and pretty much all the casualties had the least mould. That's good. It's a good turnout. So, what are some of your favourite films that you've salvaged from that collection and DVD from Film Bloke? Dr. Impossible says pretty serious Coro gearbox issues on an Audi estate. Might as well have a chee bang bang. Oh, that film.
Just pay the mechanics holiday for the next year.
DVD from Filmplex says, anyway, I saw At Close Range and State of Grace, which were both very good. Awesome. You guys seen them?
Yeah.
I've seen it At Close Range, I think, with Christopher Walken and Sean Penn.
Oh.
I think it's that one. And I haven't seen State of Grace. I think that's Sean Penn as well.
Yeah, I think they're both Sean Penn movies.
But yeah, At Close Range is like late 80s one.
Oh. They both sound good. So what are they about,
I don't know. I can't remember.
It's sort of like crime movies.
Yeah.
Crime movies, I think.
Yeah, they're serious ones.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have
Been a
to
long time since
Google them up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even more to add to the list. Rehan says, please answer my question. What is your question, Rehan? If you put it in, I'll get back to you straight away. We all will.
Yeah.
Coral says, I like Video Tasties VHS of Basic Instinct. And I just like Basic Instinct.
Yeah, it was in honour of Pete and Ryan. So,
yes.
It's the X rental, so it's ruined, so you can't watch any of it.
I can imagine quite a few certain scenes were constantly paused.
It's just like watching a snowstorm.
Yeah. We're trying to persuade Ryan to watch this film, but it's going to take time. Yeah, I was watching it whilst talking to Ryan on the phone, and it was an experience. I think, what are you watching?
It's a thriller.
And a very educational film as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Definitely very good. But one of the films I'm so glad I don't watch with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel fan says not long to go until Licorice Pizza Blu-ray is released, unless they delay it again. No, it's a week on Monday, I think, isn't it? First week of June.
Pissing me off how long this has been taking. Really is.
Yeah, it's been like 6 months since it originally came out in cinemas, and I'm like, it should be out by now.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, I might pre-order it or pick it up on day of release. It comes with a DVD as well, which is quite odd for a Blu-ray these days.
Yeah.
And you get some art cards as well. Yeah, I think that'll be a good release.
Yeah.
I'm gathering you pre-ordered it, Andy?
I pre-ordered it months ago.
Oh, brilliant. You pre-ordered it, Mike, or are you going to get it?
I will get it, yeah. I haven't pre-ordered it, but yeah, I will get it.
Yeah. What about you, Gareth?
I haven't seen it yet, so I'll catch it when it comes out.
Right. Peter says it's great we're having this stream about Ryan's love life. We need to address this together. He should be here. Soph says I did ask him out on a date to be nice, but he rejected me. Comments have just gone absolutely haywire again. But yeah, Coral says, just hope the repair bill won't give you too big of a heart attack. I do like Cheaty Bang Bang. I do like the film. I used to love it as a kid. That used to be on constant when I was a kid. I've got this like big box set with a 2-disc set, like not cinema ticket, but to see the play soundtrack, and even got like a die-cast Cheaty Bang Bang with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen the film since I was about 8 years old. I'm not 18 now.
It's about 2.5 hours long, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. All I can remember of it is like Benny Hill's in it, but he isn't like dancing around real quick to the music like he is in the show. But yeah, it's an alright film. What do you think of it, Gareth?
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I still can hear the songs in my head.
Yeah,
Truly scrumptious and
that's what I've got stuck in my head now. I haven't had it stuck in my head for like years. What about you, Mike? Have you
Ian
seen
Fleming
it?
wrote it?
Yes, he
Not
did,
for a
didn't
long
he?
time.
Yeah.
Bizarrely, this guy went from this to James Bond. Such a career move.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about you, Andy? Have you seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I like it. It's all right. It's not like my favorite movie, but like I prefer Mary Poppins because of Dick Van Dyke, obviously. But yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. The songs are really catchy. I think the old Bamboo song is like, I can't get that out of me. Yeah.
It's just the child catcher.
Oh, he's terrifying.
And that nose you could hang like coats on. It's that long.
He's a scary bastard.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says you shouldn't have said that, Gareth. You'll start her off with the you know what 70s and something beginning with S. Who's Gareth? Gareth's down here, video tasties. DVD film bloke saying, and Soph saying, Corshia, Gareth is a legend. He is.
Yes. There you are. Pop your fiver, Sophie. Thank you.
Cara says, it's a wonder I remember Andy as Andy. Peter says, that's bigger. Jason says, okay. You who cares, because hats off to Jason. Fair enough.
Dear.
Dr. Impossible says, I've heard on the grapevine that 88 Films may be releasing a future Pete Walker box set. Are any of you wonderful chaps into Pete Walker?
Who's Pete Walker? Is my question.
Yeah, that'd be mine too.
Yeah, I can't place it.
He's a horror director, writer and producer, specializing in horror and sexploitation movies. Ooh.
Okay.
Sold.
So yeah, it's like a load of old sort of horror films. It seems. Never heard of anything. You've got House of Mortal Sin, the Flesh and Blood Show, Encore, House of the Long Shadows, Schizo. Is it Schizo?
Yeah.
That's probably the only one I've heard of, but nah.
I recognise the name, so yeah. I just didn't recognise Pete Walker's name.
Any of you guys seen these films of his or not?
No, I haven't.
No.
Sophie says, Peter, there wouldn't be any physical contact.
It's like Demolition Man.
The DVD from Film Guide says, I don't actually own any X rentals. Basically, my VHS collection is boring as fuck since it's all sell through.
Yeah, 95% of mine sell through, so you're all right.
Most of mine is like old 90s kids TV shows like the Thimbles and Tweenies. Cora says, Dr. Impossible Dr. Impossible, never seen any of his movies, I think, but would love to. Hope that's a real rumor. Yeah, probably will be. Sounds like an interesting selection. Rehan says, please don't ignore me. We're not ignoring you, Rehan. If you've got a question, just put it down and that'll come up on here and we'll get to you. But I haven't received any questions from you, mate. So just put them in the comment section and we'll get back to you. So says Rehan, they will get to you, no worry. Yeah, it's because it's like, obviously, it's like a delay. So like we'll go from top to bottom. So if you put a comment down now, we'll get to you in about 10 or 15 minutes, mate. Carl says, to Rehan, what was your question? Yeah, mate, just put your question in and we'll answer it. So come on, everyone. Okay, moving on.
Right.
Jumped in the river. What did I see? Did you watch Heat yet? No, unfortunately not. And I really need to. I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen it yet, but I do have it in the collection, which means I'll probably watch it in the next 10 years.
Just play it loud.
Isn't it like 3 hours long?
Just under, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quick 3 hours though.
Yeah, it flies by. Yeah,
I know you like it, Mike, don't you? Quite a lot.
Yeah, it's probably in my top 5. Yeah.
Top 5 remakes.
That bank robbery scene is just immaculate. Just turn the volume up when that comes on.
Yeah.
Awesome. I did look at the time and like, 3 hours, is that going to be a little bit too long? but the cast is really good. Val Kilmer, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, all sign me up.
Yeah.
Have you seen the original?
Is it LA Takedown?
LA Takedown, yeah.
Was it on TV or was it straight to video that one? I think it was TV.
I think it was TV.
Yeah. The best part about Heat though is John Voight's mullet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a haircut you can set your watch to. It's
that is true.
Yeah.
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know when I remember I told my mum I picked up Heat, she said, "Oh, is that the one with Sandra Bullock?" I said, "No, that's The Heat. This is Heat."
Don't get those two movies mixed up.
No, I said this is supposed to be a good film, Mum. The other one, I don't think it is.
Heat's great.
Probably give it a watch at the weekend. I say that, and then probably next week I still haven't seen it. But Coral
check it on now. I'll watch it.
Haha! Wow! Just wow! But yeah, it's on the pile. It's on the pile, so it's fairly high. It's under Uncharted, which I've seen, so it should be next. Edward says, "Are you picking up anything in the HMV Criterion Collection 2 for $30?" There's a sale on, is there?
I think there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a look into it, but I think it's mostly just the titles that are like $17.99, so you're only saving yourself a quid or two. If it was 2 for $20, maybe, but not for 2 for $30.
Yeah.
Yeah. You interested in any, Mike?
I had a look, but I don't think it's like every title. It just seems to be like a select few, and there's just not really any in the deal that interest me, to be honest. So yeah, I probably won't.
Yeah. Andy?
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, it's. I think I've got most of them on DVD already, so I'm not really looking to upgrade most of them because some of them I've just never heard of before. But yes, there's been a few that've caught my eye, but not that many.
And Gareth?
Yeah, I'm the same. I had a quick look, but there's nothing that I immediately said I'll have those.
Yeah,
I think the big thing is with like Criterion is the price. Just quite a bit of money. And I think they are just the basic sets for like $17.99 that are 2 for $30, so you're only saving a couple of quid per film. It's not a big enough saving.
Yeah.
But again, if it was 2 for $20 or 2 for $25 with some of the more expensive titles in, I'd have got some, but nah.
Yeah.
Right, stream of the time saves 9. I'm going to get your username right soon, mate. Okay, chaps, here's a little mini trilogy quiz. 3 clues. Name the film from each of these 3 clues. Hordes of bubonic bats. David Warner stars from the director of Bonnie and Clyde.
So that's 3 different films, or is that one film?
Maybe.
Name
That's
of
why, yeah,
film.
3 clues, 1 film.
Oh, one
Okay.
film.
Could be.
Hordes of bubonic bats.
It's gonna be an old one.
Oh, let's have a look.
How long we
The
got?
first film that came to mind for me was just bats.
Yeah, Lou
Yeah,
Diamond
spot
Films
that.
Bats.
Yeah,
That's the one
Lou
it
Diamond. That is one crazy film.
It
Yeah.
is. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't remember if David Warner's in it though.
No.
No.
He might be the Mad Doctor in it.
I've just checked up David Warner and it's come up an Australian
Yeah.
cricketer, so there you go. I
Played 2
can't.
different characters in 2 different Star Trek films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays
Yeah.
Lovejoy in Titanic.
Yeah, you'll know him when you see him. He's one of those actors, like, you'll know him when you see him, when you see his face.
Literally
Yeah.
everything. The Omen and
Yeah.
Let me have a look. David Warner, actor, not cricketer. Yes, I know who he is. Yes, I
There
do
we
know
go.
who he is. Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He shows
He
up in
was
Twin
in-
Peaks as well, I think. Like a couple of
That's what I
episodes.
was thinking, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in Time Bandits as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
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 I watched that.
He's-
I watched that Money Talks at the weekend. He was in that as well.
Yeah.
And,
He's in
Body
Tron,
Bag.
isn't he?
Tron.
Yeah.
Yes, he's in Tron, yeah.
Yeah.
He pops
Time
up
After
in all
Time.
sorts of
Time after
places.
time.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Then,
He'll
So,
always
I
be
can't-
Rachel O'Donnell to me in the animated series of Batman.
That's
Mm.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your pick for stream of the time? Saves 9 quiz then.
Yeah, save us cheating. Hordes of the bank. Yeah, because Bonnie.
Soph says, Pete, I won't touch wrong with a 10-foot barge bolt. Fair enough. Peter says, all right, I'll be getting on a few angry messages on Messenger later from this guy whose name starts with Ja and ends with Sun. Soph says, Peter, I'm laid in bed with Jason. He didn't spell his name right, Soph. Jason.
Yeah.
And he's all right.
Who's Jason?
Essex pronunciation.
Marvel fan says, licorice pizza better not have those stupid Blu-ray eco cases. Hopefully not. I think it's going to have like a slipcover thing that pulls out, and then you get your 2 discs and your art cards in. Nice little setup.
Yeah.
Cora says, "Oh, now I know who Gareth is." Dr. Impossible says, "Cora, I think it's possibly these are coming in a box set. You have heard it here first." Because aren't we getting a Arrow announcement on Friday as well?
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing what it is. The clue is like an old sort of sci-fi computer, so
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. They're quite tricky to figure out the Arrow clues. Like, yeah.
Very
at the end.
cryptic.
Yeah.
They'd be just like, oh, that's it. That little picture from that little part of the film is that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what would you like to see come out on Arrow, Mike?
Ooh. Oh God, I don't know. I think I'd love to see. I think I've talked about this film a few times, but there's a movie called The Keep, directed by Michael Mann. I'd love Arrow to do that one, but it'll probably never happen.
No, isn't it the music rights are in hell or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
It's not even on DVD or anything now, is it?
I've got like an Australian DVD of it. That's like the best I can get.
Yeah.
What about you, Andy? What would you like to see Arrow bring out?
Probably the Monster Squad.
That's a good pick. That's a real good pick. Definitely want to watch that one. Isn't that the one with like Universal Monsters?
Yeah. It's like the Goonies, isn't it? The Goonies meets Universal Monsters.
Sold on there.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Just as
What
well.
about you? Yeah. Goonies were Universal Monsters. You've got me there at Universal Monsters. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Goonies, I would definitely watch that. That sounds so much fun. 80s film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I think it's
Sign me
got
up,
the actress who plays the mum in the Goonies as well. She plays the mum in Monsters.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's good. And what about you, Gareth? What would you like to see come out on Arrow?
I have no idea. Mannequin. I don't know.
That's a great choice.
That's a great pick. I do think that's a good choice.
Mannequin's great. Yeah.
As for me, probably one of the old Hammer films. I'd like them to bring them out, but I think mostly Studio can now do them now. Or we could have a re-release of Last American Virgin. I think Andy would approve.
Yeah, because I've already got it, but yeah, it's that needs a re-release.
Like a 4K limited edition box set version.
Yes, with a steelbook for extra measure.
Yeah, just put a big pile of them to the till.
You pre-ordered how many copies of this film? It's a great film.
It still wouldn't be enough.
No. Yeah. Right, we're just putting another user into timeout. Right. Pete says, "Oh, okay, good. He's not getting angry and sad because I'm suggesting his girlfriend's shag our mutual young little friend called Ryan." Right. Cora says, "Dr. Impossible, I'll give you all the credit if someone ever asks me." Right. Cora says, "Note to self, don't drink too much before one of these live streams." No. Yeah. I totally do all these streams sober. Totally. You would not believe me. I do actually. Dr. Impossible said, "Sod Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Ken Hughes, who directed a TV movie thriller called Night School, aka Night Eyes, on VHS rental in the UK on Guild." Haven't heard of that one. No. Right.
It's all with the motorcycle helmet killer.
Is it? Let's have a look.
I don't
Night School. Come up the Kevin Hart film, of course. We've got Andy likes stuff here. He says, "Are you looking forward to watching any of the Star Wars celebration this weekend online? If so, what are you wanting as in movies, TV shows, and etc.? What is there like a Star Wars event this weekend?"
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
The anniversary of the original being released was today, or wasn't it?
Yeah.
Except it was in December in the UK, but.
So what would you like to see with the Star Wars franchise moving forward?
Release the original cut.
That's a good one. I agree there. Good one. Can we erase Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi from the canon?
It's time. They might just do that.
I think they might do, all the hate they get for it. Yeah. What about you, Mike? What would you like to see be done to Star Wars?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, interestingly enough, going back to what Andy said, like I picked up a bootleg of the original cuts as well. I think similar to what you've got. So looking forward to watching them. Yeah. Like going forward, I don't know. I'd like to see something that takes place after the original trilogy. I feel like there's a lot of prequel stuff and a lot of stuff beforehand, and there's not really much like after the original trilogy. Or I'd just like them to erase the sequels and try again properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Gareth?
I got a couple of copies of the unfiltered, undigitized special edition on VHS, but what about a nice special edition of the prequel films? Give George Lucas another crack at those. See what he can tinker with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Because he's had, 20 years on those now to sit and think.
Because didn't he have an original idea for a new trilogy of films?
Yeah, he did, yeah. And I believe that, like, when Disney bought it, I think one of his... he said to them, if you buy it, you have to use my treatments, but then they just discarded them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they probably would have been better than what we got.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they're just like, oh yeah, we'll do it. Rip it up. Here's Argo.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Give them a story credit.
The first one's good, but it's just like a New Hope remake, and then the other ones just go downhill. But what would I like to see him do? I'd just like them to try and leave the whole Skywalker saga and all that alone. We've got a whole galaxy here, so do something different. Please do something a little bit original. Follow some original characters who aren't Jedi or something, and not to do with this, that, and the other. Or a Mace Windu TV series. That'd be fun.
R-rated, so we can swear.
Yes, absolutely. Peter says one of the others threw on a Scott Walker album in the record store the other day. It sounded awesome. Cool. Matt says, Pete, you need to watch Heat. It's a superb film. Definitely will be watching it very soon, and it isn't me talking a load of rubbish. I will do. Next week is a bank holiday in the UK, so perfect excuse to watch some films. So
you're going to watch Boogie Nights as well, aren't you, Pete?
Yes. I'll get my dad to watch it as well. We're going to watch Under Siege. It was on Saturday night with the second one, and I said to him, "There's a special scene that you got to walk out on." He said, "Oh." And I said to him, "All right, you can sit and watch the birthday cake scene." He said, "Oh, is it about cake? Did it make a nice cake?" I said, "Yeah, it's the best cake. It's the best one you've seen ever. Better than Bake Off," as Andy says.
I guess the Paul Hollywood handshake.
Yeah. Matthew Vinny VHS Video World and More says, anyone seen comedy werewolf film called Full Moon High?
Is that the Larry Cohen one?
Yes, that's it. With the
I've not seen it. I just
the Arkin bloke in it. What's his name? Both his dad's in it as well. Alan Arkin's in it.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it on one of the In Search of Darkness documentaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it before, but I haven't seen it. Yeah, I can remember like some of the posters there and some of the pictures. Yeah.
It's a very low budget comedy. Yeah.
Coral says, I agree, he is amazing. Well, tune in next week on next week's stream, and hopefully I have actually watched it. This is going to be the new thing. Has Pete watched Heat yet? Has Pete watched Heat yet? It was, I can't remember what it was before. It was Halloween, weren't it? Then it was Roadhouse. So Heat's the new one, and it will be watched this weekend or next weekend. Dr. Impossible says, I thought you meant Heat would burst certain else.
Classic.
Rehan says, have you seen my channel on YouTube called Rehan Niaz, guys? I have my question. Yeah, I have checked your channel out, mate, and you do some great stuff. I'm pretty certain I'm already subscribed to you, mate. I'll check after the stream, and if I ain't, I'll make sure I am. But yeah, thanks ever so much for watching, mate. Hope you're doing well. Coral says, me and Peter like movies with a lot of heat. I bet you do, Coral. And I bet you do, Peter. Very tasteful, artistic films, we like to call them. David Beach says, hi, Pete. Have you bought Steptoe Son 2 movies? Are you being served Dad's Army movies for boxing? I do have the Steptoe Son DVD box set, but I haven't got the 2 movies, but I have seen them. I think it's Steptoe Son and Steptoe Son Rides Again. Seen them both. One, they go on holiday, and I think one, they have a racehorse, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
As for Dad's Army, I haven't got that, but it's always on BBC Two every Saturday night, so if my dad wants to watch it, we'll watch it on that. But I've seen the movie and all. The movie's not too bad. And Are You Being Served? I've seen all the shows, and there was a movie, but I don't think I've seen that in years.
I think they all pretty much went on holiday in those movie ones.
Yeah, it's just like in the 70s, like, hey, classic comedy, Turn it into a movie. Have you guys seen any of these films and TV shows?
Not for a long time.
No. It's amazing. I'm so young and I've seen these ones. I was actually brought up on a lot of these ones, so I know all about them. I think the film that started all this comedy movie one is probably On the Buses, because that started it, and then there was hordes of them afterwards.
I watched all 3 of those last year.
Yeah, we watch them every bank holiday when they're repeated on ITV3, even though we have them on DVD.
Quick before they're cancelled.
Dr. Impossible says, love Heat. Michael Mann was a maverick film director. Thief still cuts the deal for me, with Heat being very close. I've got Thief as well. That's on Arrow, and again, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
Yeah.
Thief's good?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what other films have Michael Mann directed in that you'd recommend?
There's The Keep. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Do you do Last of the Mohicans? I think he did that.
Yeah. Manhunter.
Oh, Manhunter's great.
Was it Hannibal Lecter film, the original one?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yep, seen that. That's the only one I've seen.
The only one I don't like is Miami Vice.
Oh,
It starts
yeah.
off all right.
I do not like that film.
Collateral.
That's
a good one.
Collateral.
Yeah, I've got that. Need to see that. But I did see the Miami Vice. That's the remake one with Jamie Foxx, isn't it? I wasn't overly keen on that one either. Oh. Peter says, I like a lot of movies with a lot of Lisa DeLue in. I'm not going to Google her.
On Images.
No. David says, Steptown Son to movies, Are You Being Served? That is, yeah. David also says, 2 Steptown Son movies, Are You Being Served? Dad's Army, first movie released on Blu-ray box set. Have you bought it yet? Do they are there movies released on Blu-ray? I know the Dad's Army movie is on Blu-ray, but I don't think Are You Being Served or Steptoe is. But I'll probably give Steptoe a buy because I do like the series. But I know they're releasing the Carry On films on Blu-ray soon. That's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them just don't hold up.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, why would you buy them when they're on ITV3 every bank holiday? It's just like with ITV3, oh, we ain't got nothing to put on. Carry on. It's just like, that's all they put on. Dr. Impossible says, I think I know what the film is about, the bats, but I'll leave you to be consumed by the hordes of bacteria-loving bats. Lovely.
Yeah.
I can't think of another film with bats in it other than bats.
Or Batman.
That's all I was thinking, Batman.
It's not. Oh no, I was thinking it could be Mask of the Phantasm, but David Warner's not in it.
The answer's in the chat.
Ooh. Oh, the comments have gone so weird again. Oh my days, the comments. Right, here we go. Right, I'm sorry about all the comments. There's just something going on with StreamYard. It seemed to be a thing the past week or two. But anyway, Edward says, what's your thoughts on Blu-ray and DVD packaging these days? It seems to be all eco-friendly packaging. I think companies rush out movies nowadays. What do you think, guys? Yeah.
I don't really like the eco packages, to be honest.
No.
They just feel flimsy.
No, I agree. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I don't really like them either, but at the end of the day, it's better than nothing, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And Gareth?
It's better than those cardboard DVDs that are clipped. But yeah, I guess they have to.
I'll probably in
planet.
about 10 or 15 years' time, we'll probably go in a H&V and it'll be like in cardboard slips, like what you get in the
Like the American VHSs.
But yeah, some of the packaging is all right, but I do miss the days like when you'd buy a DVD and you'd get a slipcover, booklets in and all that. I can remember I got a case of Ratatouille and that's a nice addition. on DVD. But like Blu-rays now, especially Disney ones, seem to be very cheap. No slips hardly on them, and the plastic is very, very thin now, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah.
Death on the Nile, Turning Red. I'm going to assume Doctor Strange and other Star Wars films will end up being in some cases as well.
Mm.
It's odd. But if they do reduce the packaging, can we have them a little bit cheaper, please, Disney?
No.
Coral says, try to watch Batman 1943 today. Almost castrated myself after 5 minutes. Mike's
Yeah.
just left.
Finished
Matthew
all the old
Billy
ones.
says, I've got the keep on X Rental. Awesome. Mike's just left,
Cool.
but I'll keep an eye on him in case he comes back. Might just be an issue on his end, and he's back. And he's back. Hey.
Hey.
Coral says, wait a minute, did I say almost? Stream of Time Saves 9 says, okay guys, the film was 1979, Nightwing, directed by Arthur Miller. Nice watch, horror film. Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks for the little quiz, mate. If you got any more, put them in the comment section. Quite fun. Peter's caught on to the Jason misspelling.
Oh, there is.
Cora says, Mike, how are the you-know-what Star Wars Blu-rays you got?
Yeah, so they'll be the ones I picked up. I haven't actually watched them yet. I watched the prequels first, but I've looked at them and they look pretty good. Yeah. Nice releases. Yeah.
It'd be nice if Disney brought them out officially. It's a shame you have to go down that route to do it, but they're the way they should be.
Yeah. The place I got them from, that they sell like the Mandalorian, the 2 seasons of that on Blu-ray, and the Book of Boba Fett. 'Cause I think you can't get them on Blu-ray, can you?
No.
Or
No.
yeah, so it's just all bootlegs. Yeah.
Disney, if you're watching this is all the money you're missing out on, and I know you like money, so why don't you release them physically? But I've heard that Moon Knight might be getting a physical release, or at least abroad somewhere, which is odd.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the start of something. We hope. Dr. Impossible says Nightwing was pretty atmospheric, set on an American Indian reservation, never been available in the UK on DVD or Blu-ray, a Sony-owned film. Oh, that's cool.
Have you seen Wolfen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the one on the premiums, isn't it? With what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Albert Finney, yeah, you're right. I was just having a check. But I enjoyed that. It's a good film. Not too bad. Like a murder mystery film. I picked up on a whim on the premiums and was pleasantly surprised by it.
That's good.
Dr. Impossible says, hang on a minute. Hasn't Hour of the Night in Cloud City got a watch-along on Friday night? Just pray that we don't get Basic rather than Empire. Just watch Ryan get hot under the... Yeah, the Basic Instinct watch-along is coming. It is. DVD and Film Bloke says, I think the best find for me is the one tape off the TV. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Rehan says, please answer my question. I told you my question. If that was about your channel, mate, yeah, we'll check it out. I am pretty certain I am subscribed to you, but if I'm not, I'll sub to you. DVD, David Beach says they should release Star Wars, the original version, on Blu-ray box set. They should do, but it's Disney. They probably might release it as an exclusive to Disney Plus to get people to subscribe.
Yeah.
They'll probably say, hey, look, we're Star Wars fans too. Here, we'll put this on here for you. Probably you'll forgive us about The Last Jedi now. I'm having to put some people in timeout because they're getting a bit excited. Dr. Impossible says, give him Irreversible to watch, Pete. He'll be up all night. No need to worry about bangs or sleepings on the floor. Problem solved.
I watched that Love the other night.
Oh God.
Yeah. Wow. Jesus.
Yeah, some of the bits in that.
Yeah.
What is this from? Oh God, the front cover. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's one you should watch with your dad, Pete.
Yeah.
I've just done Google Images.
Yeah.
Probably not the best thing. Yeah. That's certainly a film. It's certainly a film.
That movie should never get a 3D release.
No.
No, it certainly looks like not a film I'd be buying from H&V. It looks like a film you'd probably be buying from Pornhub.
They'll have your eye out.
But wow, that's interesting. I still need to give Irreversible a watch. Got it. I'm going to get round to it again. It's a tough watch, isn't it? So I'm.
It's that scene. That scene
Is
is
it?
the part of that movie. Yeah.
I think you said, Mike, you could watch it once with the scene and then not watch it again without the scene or something.
No, I think what it is when you watch the film, it plays backwards. So it starts. So when the movie starts, it's at the end and it plays backwards and goes back to the beginning. But you can watch it another way where it's just in chronological order. But that same scene is still in it. Yeah.
All right. Because isn't he bringing out that new one on Monday called Enter the Void on Arrow?
Yeah. I got the dispatch for that, the notification for that, so I might get it this week. Yeah.
Awesome. Is that the 4K one you're getting?
It's just regular Blu-ray. There's no 4K
it's
for
just
it.
regular Blu-ray. Oh, that's cool. I've seen the trailer for that. That does look quite interesting. Might get it. Don't know. But isn't there another one called Locks Eterna or something?
Yeah, I've not seen that one, but I think it's only about 50 minutes long. Like it's only a really short movie, and I just can't justify paying like 18 quid for a movie that's that short.
No, it's a bit of a joke for that price. Maybe if it was like £12 or £14, maybe.
Yeah.
Cora says, I don't think Disney has to do anything special with Star Wars. The saga is already perfect as it is. That's why they keep adding all these. Yeah, true.
Taking the piss.
They just keep adding all these other things to it, all to complement it, but they're just messing it up. I know there's quite a few people that are worried about this Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'm going to assume they're probably right to worry or go in with lower expectations.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my expectations low for it because I know like with the sequels, I was really hyped for them, and then they were just a big disappointment. So I'm trying to keep my expectations low for this. But I know that from the trailer, I think it does kind of feel like there's a few too many new characters, and I feel like it's not going to concentrate on Obi-Wan. I think that's the only worry I have for it. Yeah,
it'll probably be Obi-Wan for about 20% of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, the Boba Fett one felt like an extension of a certain other series, didn't it?
Yeah.
But hopefully it'll be good. I do think Hayden Christian will be back for like 5 minutes saying, hey, remember me? And then you won't see him again.
Yeah, I feel that way because they're really hyping his return up. Like he's doing all the press with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he's only going to be in it for like 10 minutes or something.
It wouldn't be too surprised. He'll probably be in it at the opening and the ending, and he'll probably get loads of money just for doing it. And I'm just like, oh, please be in it more.
Yeah.
I think people just want to see him and Ewan McGregor back and bugger the rest of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
But hopefully they'll do good. Doesn't it start this weekend?
Yeah,
Friday,
I think it's random, isn't it? Yeah.
27th, is it? Yeah.
You get 2 episodes, don't we? So that's good.
Yeah.
DVD from Film Bloke says, also found a tape of Hey Abbott, which was a TV special from the 70s about Abbott and Costello. It plays well with only a few dropouts, which might actually be a fault with the master tape. Oh, that's impressive. That's cool. DVD from Film Bloke says, also I can give it a break since in December it's turning 33 old. Wow. That's older than me. David says, Pete, have you watched the movies what you bought recently? Yeah. I've watched a fair few of them. The ones I got last week, I watched about 50% of them. I watched Buster, and I was bitterly disappointed with the transfer. I thought I was watching a VHS for a minute. It's so awful. There was like a light blur at the corner. I was like, is this my TV? And no, it isn't. It's just awful. I knew it was going to be an awful transfer, but wow. And it says up there on the front cover, proudly remastered for Blu-ray. That's a fucking lie.
Shocking.
Have you watched Wild Things yet?
I was going to watch it Monday night, but Ryan wanted to watch Under Siege, but I did pop it in for a few bits. I'm in for a treat, I think.
Yep.
There was a car wash scene. I was like, oh, this is getting interesting.
There's a better scene than that coming up.
Well, why did Brian say watch Under Siege instead? But I suppose that had its quirks as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a scene in it. Denise Richards is working her ass off in it. Let's put it that way.
Okay. My mum read the back of the book, the back of the Blu-ray. She was like, "Oh, that sounds like a nice film." Thankfully, she didn't see the thing at the bottom saying 18 plus strong sex.
There was a thriller underneath all this, but yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And it is strong. Let's put it that way.
Is it as strong as Basic Instinct though?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm in.
Last Hollywood, no nudity clauses.
Yeah.
On one side.
I'm intrigued to watch it. I'm glad I got it delivered instead of going into the shop buying it. But then I did for Basic Instinct, and the staff member said, "You saucy bugger." I tried to hide it underneath the other Blu-rays I bought, and she says, "You saucy bugger." That's not for me. Not for me.
Because I think Nev Campbell had it in a contract that she couldn't do any nude scenes in the movie, so Denise Richards has to pick up all the slack.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh, so you see a lot of her in this film, man.
Yeah.
I've heard you say before that Matt Dillon is a lucky bastard in this film.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To put it bluntly, he has a threesome with Nev Campbell and Richards.
I know what I'm doing tonight, and
paid to be in that film himself.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Sounds like a very eventful film. I'm very happy with my purchase. Oh wow! We've got the 4K Chief Chef here. Hey Paul. Good evening, chaps. Hope you're well. Just finishing off rewatching Top Gun. Ready for Top Gun Maverick tomorrow. I'll drop back in after. Awesome. I hope you enjoy it, mate. And great work on your channel. You're coming on next month, and I'm really looking forward to chatting to you, mate. We've got DVD from Film Bloke here saying the Dad's Army movie was in the lot along with a few volumes of the show, which I won't be keeping because controversially I couldn't get on with Dad's Army. That's fair dues. I haven't seen the remake film they done with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't. I heard it was terrible, so I didn't bother.
Yeah, I can't remember much about watching it.
Yeah. I think the casting was quite good, but it just really won me over.
But yeah.
Yeah, because they did some of the old episodes, redone them with new actors as well, didn't they? For Gold a few years ago, but again, haven't seen them.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says there's a woman who made necklaces out of Disney Star Wars blue discs worth every penny, I thought, until Disney banned her from YouTube in the US. Creative designs for inferior films.
Wow.
That's the thing with Disney discs. You buy a Disney disc and a Warner Brothers disc, they're blue. And if you put them in like one of these slippy container things and check cases away, you'll be absolutely buggered. Right, where's this film? They're all blue. Where do I start?
Yeah.
At least with like normal artwork, if you did do that, at least you know the difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Paramount who just had blank discs with the title on.
Yeah.
Which is even more lazier.
Yeah.
Next time you'll open a Paramount Blu-ray and it won't have no artwork, no title on, and you'll just be like, I really hope this is the movie, and then you watch it and it's something entirely different. Cora says, what's her name? Andy says, have any of you seen Little Voice with Michael Caine, Jane Horrocks, Ewan McGregor? It was filmed in Scarborough, North Yorkshire.
No.
I don't think I've seen it since it came out. It's a 90s
Yeah,
film.
I've seen it. I've seen it a few times.
Jim Broadbent in it as well.
Yeah.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
Jane
got a cracking
Horrocks like a
voice, isn't it?
singer, isn't she?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Michael Caine's trying to exploit her singing, isn't he? Trying to make money
Yeah,
out
he's
of it.
looking, trying to be her manager.
Yeah. That's a
A
good
bit of a
film.
bastard.
I enjoy it. I haven't seen it for a little while, but that's a good film. Good British film.
Yeah.
Cujo has backs.
And it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Tez made this saying, hi all. Hi Tez, hope you're well, mate. DVD Film Book says the same. Oh, comments have gone all weird. Weird comments. Sorry about this. Comments, will you please work? It was going so well, and now I'm going through the whole lot to find the comments. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Right. Dr. Impossible says, Disney Sucks Nuts Necklace 23. What a name, Cora. Just check on YouTube to see if her wonderful jewellery was on there again. Nope. Probably if you search on Google, you'll probably find some images. I just know what a wonderful gift, like a necklace made out of broken Disney Blu-rays would be for somebody. DVD Even Film Block says, sadly, there's no Disney animated titles, so I can't be a pillar and sell them on eBay for thousands. We've got Josh here from Classic Tunes saying, hey guys, hey Josh, hope you're doing well, man. DVD Even Film Block says, the only Disney titles were the live action 101 Dalmatians, which needs a manual clean, and the Santa Claus, which was one of the casualties because the cleaning VCR wouldn't fast forward or rewind. That's my...
That Dalmatians tape, is it the white one with the black spots on? It was a special one they did.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I can remember that one as well. Yeah. That's the one with Glenn Close. Didn't they do a sequel? No, 102 Dalmatians.
Oh, yes. 102 Dalmatians.
Yeah. Glenn Close produced Cruella as well.
Ah, yes, that's true.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's... Koala was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. One of the biggest surprises of last year. Santa Claus. That's one of the Christmas classics in our household. I've watched it every year. I honestly do enjoy that one. And the sequel. Sequel's not too bad. The third one's just a pile of shit.
That one was Martin Short, the third one.
Yeah. DVD Film Bloke says, I scrapped the tape for parts and chucked the rest in the bin. I wasn't going to keep it anyway, so it's not a big deal. That's how it is. Technically, the others and Pearl Harbor were Buena Vista releases. Not keeping Pearl Harbor, I'm keeping the others. I don't even know if it works since I haven't tested it yet. I still have Pearl Harbor upstairs. I know my dad likes it.
Yeah,
it's not a very good film, I don't think.
No.
Cora says, got tremors in the mouth today. Fantastic, Cora. Pete, have you seen it? Or any of you guys? Shockingly, Cora, I have seen it. I watched it last year. Really good. Really
have you
good.
Seen all 7 or whatever it is now?
No. But I've watched the first, and it's supposed to be the best one, so I'm going to take that.
Yeah, stick with that one.
Yeah.
The second one's all right. It's not.
It is all right.
It's not. Yeah.
Freddy
Yeah.
Gordon, isn't it? So he makes up.
Yeah. But yeah, after the third one, I stopped because the third one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Have they gone to space yet?
No. They've been
Probably that's a new thing for
Antarctic.
Tremors 8 or whatever.
Definitely that. Might be an origin story.
Yeah. But Tremors is a lot of fun. Kevin Bacon's great in it. He's got the greatest use of fuck you in a film ever.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's a lot of fun. You've seen it, obviously, haven't you, Andy?
Yeah, I've seen the first one. I've got the VHS DVD from Blu-ray from HMV.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they did that on the VHS range in
Yeah.
H&B. Oh, awesome. That is a nice set. I opened the Beverly Hills Cop one yesterday, and you get like a poster, little art cards with a sticker
that's
and the
nice.
2 discs. Nice little sets. Shame they didn't do more of them.
Yeah.
It would have been good if they'd done Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bumpers Movie says, I think you can get Nightwing on Blu-ray from Eureka. It's a double pack with Shadow of the Hawk. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
That's good. Dr. Impossible says, it bloody better be, Pete. Ryan needs some relief. He always looks stressed anyway. Or is this about the Basic Instinct thing? He'll probably get a bit of subscriber mail from me. Basic Instinct. It's on me for free. David Even Film Bloke says, I'm a little annoyed. Pearl Harbor is a widescreen tape. Shame it had to be that film. I think, yeah, I've still got mine, but mine's probably buggered. It is. It's been up in the loft for like 20 years. So, right. Cora says, I have the German release of Enter the Void. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, I've seen the German release about quite a bit online. It's like about 15 quid. So,
Yeah.
this new one's 20.
Sorry, no. Yeah, I was going to get the German one at some point, but I never did for whatever reason. But I'm glad I held off. Yeah, I think the new one's. Yeah, I think it's £25, but it's like a nice box set. And
it's not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad. You get your booklet, your art cards, and your
poster.
Oh, poster.
Yeah.
Awesome. At least with the Arrow posters, they're actually proper posters and not postcards like what you get with like the H&B premiums. They're tiny, they are.
Yeah.
Bradley here, and he says, hey guys, hope you're all well. I have a problem, and you cool turkeys are going to help me, right? Homewrecker movie. Precious Chong sings Stay, I Miss You. It's amazing. Where do I get her version?
I don't know the movie.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
I think I remember a film called Homewrecker, but...
She's an actress. She's been in...
Oh, Precious, of course, yeah. I remember now.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Is this it's a Christmas one, isn't it? I don't know. It's come up a Christmas one. Oh, no, it isn't. Say, I miss you. There we go. It's from a film called Homewrecker, apparently. Well, I don't know. This is Google. No, never even heard of her before, to be fair.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime to watch if you've got
15
Prime.
Minutes of Fame.
Yeah, never really seen much of her. What is she, like a American actress, is she?
Yeah.
Right. DVD Film Book says, at least my granddad got it cheap because it has a Woolworths receipt in it and it cost him $2.99 back in 2003. Well, if you keep the Woolworths receipt and put it on eBay, you could probably get 50 quid for it. Wow.
Proof of ownership.
Yeah, I can remember going in a Woolworths and they used to have hordes of films, didn't they? There was one not too far from me. They had like racks full of them. Half the store was full of movies and that. I can remember when, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory come out and they had this big TV showing it off and you could sit in there and watch it.
Remember the days when you had to take the cassette cover to the counter and they put the cassette in?
Yeah.
They were sealed back then, weren't they?
Yeah.
And now it's all online. I do miss going into a shop and buying a film. That's why you can't beat going to H&B. Cora says, I like how Andy wanted to punch me in the face after my Star Wars comment. Who could blame him?
Excuse me a minute, I'll be back.
David Beach says, big screen British comedy, Blu-ray, 2 Steptoe Sons movies. Why are you being served? Dad's Army, Blu-ray box set. You could buy these films in those box sets. Right, I'll have a look online. I didn't even know they were released. Film Blu-ray. They must be imports. I can't. Oh, wait a minute. I can see them. Big British Screen Comedy. Here we go. Youch! It's 50 quid.
Oof.
That is a bit too much for those films, I think. If it was like something like 15 or 20 quid, I'd probably go for them, but 50 quid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just pick up the 2 films on DVD somewhere cheap if push comes to shove, but nah, not paying that. But anyway, what was I going to say? Before I continue on with the comments, have you guys got any stuff you ordered that's coming in the next few days? Any latest pickups you're going to get?
I've ordered the 4K of Halloween 2, that Scream Factory.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Well, because
you got the first one, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to collect those ones now. Because I recently, I picked up the Scream Factory.
Oh, that's incredible.
The 13th box set, which I love. I've had a look at some of them and they look great. So I'm trying to sort of get my favorite horror franchises on like as best as I can get, because I'm trying to collect the Halloween movies now on 4K. But I only really like the first 3. So I'm a bit apprehensive to sort of pay out 30 plus quid for Halloween 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I certainly don't want to do it for Resurrection.
No.
But yeah, I probably might stop after 3 because they're really the only ones I like.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get them, but it's just the price of them.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Like the boxes they come in are so like really sturdy, and like there's like some of the hardest boxes I've had for like a physical, but yeah, they are really. The first one's really nice.
Yeah.
That's good. It's a shame they don't do Scream Factory over here. You have to import them though.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Do you have to pay a lot for like import fees over here or not?
I didn't pay too much for mine.
That's all right,
I think the most I paid for a single Scream Factory was Sleepaway Camp. I think I paid like £15 for that on Blu-ray, but I love that movie. And that's the only way to get it on Blu-ray. So I was like, I'm going to pick it up.
It's a good film. Very memorable ending.
The ending's terrifying.
How it just ends. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. What about you, Mikey? You got any latest pickups or purchases you're getting or got?
I haven't really got that many for a while. I think the only one coming is that Enter the Void one. Yeah, that's literally it.
Oh, that's cool. What about you, Gareth? Any recent purchases or stuff that you're looking forward to picking up?
What did I get? No, I think I did some swaps with someone for Blu-rays, Lego Movie and the Vacation box set. But yeah.
Oh, sounds good.
Got the Andy Sedaris 12 movie set, so if you liked certain scenes in Under Siege, you would like those.
Sign me up. Oh.
Yes, Playboy Girls with Guns, so in an 80s action film, so
sounds great. Oh. that sounds great, especially if it's certain scenes from Under Siege. I'll get my card out.
It's about 50% of the film, so
yeah. There is one movie I'm looking forward to coming out. I think it comes out a week on Monday. I think it's the first time on Blu-ray, a movie called Extreme Prejudice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, I'll get that day one.
Is that the Nick Nolte one?
Yeah, Powers Booth. Yeah.
Isn't Clancy Brown in it?
Yeah, there's some really good people in it. Michael Ironside's in there. Yeah.
Oh, I have to keep an eye on that because I like Clancy Brown. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah, really fun movie. Yeah.
I always confuse it with Southern Comfort.
Yeah, I like that one as well. Yeah,
another one to add to the list. I'll keep hearing these titles and I'm just adding to the list. I've got like a book there. It's like a folder, and it's got like about 20 pages full of films to watch.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there. But for me, the latest one I picked up was the one that arrived today, Mulholland Drive. I got the new release Blu-ray one that I was telling you about, Mike. Amazon's buggered me up with an order. They've sent it with Royal Mail, and it hasn't arrived, so they give me a £5 voucher. So I got that Mulholland Drive for £5 on Blu-ray. So it's not too bad.
Oh,
Comes with a slip and all that, and it's the new release one that came out this year, so I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Radley says, I don't blame him, Coral. Can I punch you in the face too? Peter says, Coral, in a perfect world, there was no Jar Jar Binks. How can you say that? Jar Jar's fun. He's fine in small doses,
Isn't he a Sith Lord?
Yeah, that's the theory, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Can we have a Jar Jar Binks series, please, Disney Plus? You probably will do anyway.
Yeah.
It'll probably end up being like a Disney Plus kids show where Jar Jar teach kids to count. Stream of time saves 9. Okay, second mini quiz. Name the films from these clues. A terrifying void between reason and insanity. Helen Lyle and hair-raising experience. Ah, right. Hair-raising experience.
Hell-raising, I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm thinking Hellraiser.
Yeah. The answer might be in the question for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is probably Hellraiser.
Maybe it's the second one.
Cora says, always to Radley Stark. DVD and Film says, he also got the Hunchback of Notre Dame for $6.99. I actually had that tape in my possession for many years. It was kept at my grandparents' house prior and never went mouldy. Brilliant news, mate. If only I knew how to keep my VHS's tape safe. I'll probably go upstairs and there'll just be like grains coming out of the videotape or something. Woot says Radley. Okay. And Radley says, is it Hellraiser? Which is what you said, Mike and Gaff. DVD and Film says, and yes, I'm keeping that Woolworths receipt. The fucking receipt is more valuable to me than the tape.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. I've still got some Woolworths carrier bags. And I've got a Christmas catalogue from about 2004. There was a time that I collected Argos catalogues and I had about 10 years worth of Argos catalogues.
Nothing wrong with that, Pete?
No, I wish I kept them now. They'd probably be worth a mint. Radley says, DVD, are you still cleaning fucking videotapes? Oh. God Impossible says, in for a treat, Jesus, you dirty buggers. And I thought Coral was bad with the 70s porn Sound of Music from me. Oh. DVD from Blitz says, Radley, well, yes and no. Yes, I've just finished the last batch, but some need another pass and some require manual cleaning. Awesome. Radley says, good luck with that, DVD bloke. Right, Matthew Vinny VHS Waldemore says, film called Radioactive Dreams 85, film set in the future, 2010. Action comedy, some funny, ridiculous moments in it. Well, have you seen it?
No.
I don't know that one.
No.
I'm having a look. Radioactive Dreams, and it is coming up. It's got John Stockwell in it. Sue Salad, or Sue Sad, should I say. But I don't really know much about it, but yeah, it sounds interesting. Radley says Dr. Coral's 1970 porn movies probably have a better soundtrack than The Sound of Music. Oh. Cora says to Dr. Impossible, The Sound of Music is great. Poor movies. Wish they were as awesome as The Sound of Music. Wow. Comments have gone weird again. I apologise for that. Right, here we go. Radley says Fire-Size Lesbians has much better soundtrack than Sound of Music. There's no music in it though. No comment. We've got Nick James here saying first time here, loving the film chat, guys. Thanks ever so much for joining, Nick. I hope well. Dr. Impossible now, the movie of the week. Pete hasn't heard of. A great action film from old times. Choke Canyon, aka On Deadly Ground. Pete, check this beauty of a film out on Google. Classic. What was it? On Deadly Ground. I think I may have actually seen that one because I have heard of it. Oh, no, I haven't seen it, but it's got Steven Seagal in it, so it sold me, and it's got Michael Caine in it. You're selling it to me, Dr. Impossible.
Michael Caine and Steven Seagal.
Yeah, that's the one. Like,
so.
Yeah, isn't it like about? It's like his environmentally friendly film or something. Like it was Steven Seagal's trying to be environmentally friendly or something.
Yeah, it's he plays Forrest Taff. Yeah, we've got it's got a good cast in it. It's got Michael Caine, it's got Billy Bob Thornton, it's got Ali Ermey in it, and it's got John C. McGilney in it from Scrubs.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you've sold me that. I mean, brilliant. Radley says, "Hi Nick, welcome to the Nut House." Edward Coffock says, "What do you think of the first images of Rachel Zegler as Snow White?" That's the girl from West Side Story, isn't it?
Okay, I don't think I've seen the pictures.
No, I haven't seen them either.
Nah, I've not seen them.
I see the picture. It's just like her standing outside of like a caravan dressed as Snow White, walking with like one of the producers or whatever.
Okay.
She look all right. Yeah. She looks okay. Can't really tell until the film comes out, but yeah, I think she'd make a decent Snow White. Can't tell until the trailer. I don't know when it's coming out. Isn't Peter Dinklage in that film or not? Because I know there was talk, or was he commenting about the film?
Yeah, how they shouldn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Because I don't know how they do it sensitively, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how they go about making it.
Yeah, because I know we got another one coming up, and we got Little Mermaid coming up as well sometime.
Yeah.
Disney and their remakes, hey. DVD from Film Bloke says, yes, it is the white one with the black spots in. Back before I clean it, the tape itself looked a bit like a reverse Dalmatian. Dr. Impossible says, you're taking the piss, Radley? Sound of Music has a smell of innocence just in the Roger and Hammerstein songs. Disgusting comment. Cora says, Dr. Impossible, Robert Wise was a boss. We've got Nick James saying, what would you fellas rate as the most obscure or random film you ever saw in a theatre?
There was one that came out a couple of years ago, and when I went to see it, I didn't actually know what it was because it was a screen unseen. So it was like you buy the ticket and you go in and the film just plays, so you don't know what film it is. And it's called Sorry to Bother You. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it or seen it.
It's the guy with the phone and like a bandage on his head for a poster, isn't it?
That's one of the most random and bizarre movies I've ever seen. And I loved every minute of it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yeah. So it was just batshit crazy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've heard some positive things about that one.
Yeah, I think it's got Tessa Thompson in it as well. And Armie Hammer.
Right.
Okay.
Guy played Glenn from Walking Dead. But yeah, it's a weird movie. The end of it's just insane.
It's a good cast. It's got a good cast and Armie Hammer, so that's okay. I'll have to give that a go. What about you, Gareth?
Nope. Sorry. Froze for a second.
What's the most obscure or random film you've seen at a cinema?
Bruce Willis's Color of Night or Madonna's Body of Evidence, probably.
Madonna and films just scares me to think about.
Dick Tracy, she was good in and sang well, but yeah. When she's trying to copy Basic Instinct, she shows.
Madonna copying Basic Instinct, I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
And you, Mike?
Probably the most recent film that I went to see at the cinema, the latest Gaspar Noé film, Vortex. Yeah, that's. I feel like I don't think that movie's had much like press or anything.
No.
I enjoyed it. I was meant to go see it like a couple of weeks ago, but when the movie started, all the characters were talking, but it's a French movie, and the subtitles didn't come up. And they couldn't get them on, so they had to cancel the screening. So I got like a refund and a complimentary ticket, so I basically got to see it for free. Yeah, that was a pretty obscure one.
That's good. Isn't that the one with Dario Argento in?
Yeah.
I've heard his performance is pretty good in it.
Really good. Yeah, like he's not an actor, and he's speaking French when he's Italian, and yeah, he's really good in it. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I have to keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah, the whole movie is like split screen, so you're following two characters that live together, but you can choose which screen to watch whilst it's all going on.
Oh, that's really quite unique and cool, to be fair. He does always seem to try something new, that Gaspar Noé.
He does, yeah.
I'll have to give that a go when that comes out. For me, I haven't seen many films in the theatre, in the cinema. I'll probably just say random one, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, because it's so old.
Old?
Yeah, so old. But I don't know, most random film I've seen recently. Oh, the other week I subjected myself to, what did I subject myself to? Probably the Keith Lemon movie, I think, and I turned it off again.
Oh, Jesus.
That film has not got a saving grace to it, has it?
The Blu-ray in CEX is half the price of the DVD.
Wow. People did not want to see that in HD.
The DVD's £1 and the Blu-ray's 50p.
Wow. I think the only good thing about it is it's got Kelly Brook in it, I suppose. I don't know.
You just watch Piranha 3D for that.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that movie 3 with her in? With Billy Zane? You see a lot of her in that film.
I didn't know she had much of an acting career, to be fair, after Piranha and the Keith Lemon movie.
There's a movie called 3, and you let's just say you see a lot of her in that movie.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. You do. Yeah, Google.
It goes. I think it goes by a different name.
Yeah, it's called something Ireland, Survival Island.
Yeah.
That's what rings a bell now.
Yeah, 2005, Billy Zane in it. Yeah. Interesting. Right. Dr. Impossible says he was the boss. Coro. The Haunting. West Side Story. Run Silent. Run Deep. No, Coro. That's not a title for a dirty film. Cora says, Edward Coppock, just looking at the picture now, didn't realise she was in the god-awful remake of West Side Story. Spielberg really trolled the world with that one.
I didn't mind it.
I thought it was fine. It's not too bad. It's a nice-looking film. Pretty decent. Yeah. I know a lot of people give it like Film of the Year, didn't they? A lot of people really did enjoy that one.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was all right.
Yeah. I'm not much into musicals, but I enjoyed it, so... Yeah, for someone who don't like musicals like it, so it had to be decent. Have you seen it, Mike?
No, not got round to it yet.
No. Gareth?
No, I haven't seen it. I saw the original a few months ago.
I still haven't seen the original though, so that's another one to watch. We have DCR 80 Gaming here saying hello, gents. Hey mate, thanks for joining. Dr. Impossible says, when did Eureka release that bloody Nightwing? That went under the radar.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. Yeah, and it is available. It looks like I don't know if you can see that. It's like a double pack with Shadow of the Hawk. Yeah. But yeah, it's only £15. Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable. It's pretty good. Coral says, Dr. Impossible, don't forget he was the editor of the greatest movie ever, too. DVD and Film Bloke says, actually, I lied about Pearl Harbor because when I found it, only had a bit of mold on the part you could see through the window, and I went, oh my god, and opened the cassette. All right.
It's a shame.
Nick says, Enter the Void, saw that at the Electric in Brum, not a patch on I Stand Alone. Is that another one of his films, I Stand Alone?
Yeah, that was like I think it was his first like proper film. Yeah, that's quite a tough watch as well.
I've heard that's quite controversial, isn't it? Or tough watch, so to speak.
Yeah, it's probably not as hard to watch as Irreversible, but yeah, it's still a bit rough in places. Yeah.
Right. Bradley says Innocence is one of the most offensively saturated turd buckets of a movie I've ever seen.
West Side Story.
DVD for Film Bloke says there is a still tiny bit of buzz stuck to the top of one of the strands, so I will manually clean it. Sounds good. Dr. Impossible says he was Carl. He also did Audrey Rose, a supernatural thriller with Anthony Hopkins, all about a reincarnation of a little girl.
Right.
Sounds cool. We've got the viewer Drew here saying, hey, what's up? Hey, Drew, hope you're well, mate.
Hey.
We've got Echo Gaming here saying, hello. Hello, mate. Cora says, might do a Robert Wise marathon next week. Sounds pretty good.
Didn't Robert Wise direct the first Star Trek movie?
That's what I was thinking he did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he came back for another one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he definitely did the first one. Yeah. Just not sure about the rest. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, he did one. I think he did two. It says two. But my computer's lagged out, so that's my computer. Right. The viewer Drew says, do you think Christian Bale's performance in Thor Love and Thunder could top his performance as Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy? I don't know. He looks a bit like Voldemort in this Thor Love and Thunder trailer.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to watch to do it now.
I think he'll be entertaining. I don't know whether he'll be better than Batman, but it'll be an entertaining watch. He'll be a solid villain, I should think. I don't think he'll be the best, but I think he'll be one of the more highlight of the villains for the franchise. But he's got to be better than Christopher Eccleston in Thor: Dark World.
I think he'd agree with that as well.
Right. The viewer Drew says, which James McAvoy performance do you like him more? In his performance as Professor X or his performance in Split?
Gonna have to say Split because it's more range. It's him.
Different personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Days of Future Past, he had a good role in because gave him something to do at least.
I really like First Class as well. Like, I really like that movie. I just think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do. The first time I watched Days of Future Past, well, the only time I watched it was like about 11 o'clock at night and I didn't like it. So I need to rewatch it.
There's a different cut to that as well, isn't there? The road cut.
The road cut, isn't there? Yeah. What about you, Mike?
I'd probably have to say Split. I'm not the biggest fan of the movie, but his performance in it is pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually not really a fan of him as Professor X. I don't know. He doesn't feel quite right for me. I can't really picture him growing up to end up being Patrick Stewart.
No.
They just kind of seem very opposite from each other. But I still really like First Class. I think that's a really good X-Men movie.
Yeah, I agree. I'll have to say Professor X because I haven't seen Split, but I can remember him in the TV show Shameless. He was in that, weren't he?
Yeah.
I love that show. Yeah.
It is a great show. Didn't they remake it in America as well?
Yeah, I haven't seen the American one. I just stuck to the British one.
But I do like watching that. Bizarrely, it was a show I used to watch as a kid, which is something I shouldn't say.
No,
it was just like my dad was like, "Oh, put this on, Shameless, that'll do." And I sit there watching it. I'm just like, DVD Film Bloke says, "I believe the video collection, later known as VCI, started out as a Woolworths exclusive." Awesome. Yeah. Loving the Woolworths chat, bringing back the nostalgia. Dr. Impossible says, "Why not, Cora? I'll dig out his best sci-fi film, The Day the Earth Stood Still." Classic. Yeah, that's a good film. I didn't mind the remake with Keanu Reeves. It's not the best, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Nick James says, "Anybody bothered to check out The Nightingale, made by the woman who did The Babadook? It's nearly as good as that." Is that the one that I've got, the Second Sight one? Nightingale.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I've heard it's supposed to be quite an uncomfortable watch.
Yeah.
I think again, there's just one scene in it that's pretty bad.
Yeah. It's kind of like near the start, and it's just like it all gets very, very ugly very, very quickly. But it's there to sort of plant the seeds for the motivation. But yeah, it's very, very tough. But once you've seen it, I don't want to say it's all right, but it doesn't get as bad as that.
Yeah, it makes the end of the movie more satisfying.
Yeah,
you kind of have to see that scene just to be, because basically what happens at the end to the villains, it's satisfying basically.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You seen it, Gareth?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
No. I did buy that from H&V, and the guy at the till says, "You do realise that's an uncomfortable watch?" And I said, yeah. And he said, "You do realise this happens?" And what he was saying was like stuff that wasn't the scene that I was thinking about. And I was like, "You do realise this scene's in it?" And he's like, "No." But I have read the IMDb, so I know what happens. It's just like preparing myself to watch that scene.
Yeah.
Same with Irreversible, but Cora says, "Dr. Impossible, great film indeed. I don't have a favourite of his. I think all movies I've seen of him are great." DVD and Film Book says, "Also taking the covers up to the counter goes to explain why whenever I see sealed VHS tape, the cassette's always sealed."
Yeah.
I remember from Morrison's, you used to take up like a dummy case and you take it to the till. And they go out the back to a little thing, and then they get it out for you. I used to like that. That was good. And they used to put them in these like little sticker bags with a little hat carrier. And when I was a kid, I could never get them bags undone. Peter says, "Andy would never punch anyone in the face, not even if his life depended on it. Andy is like a huge, big, huggy panda bear."
That is the nicest thing I have ever been called in my life. I don't know what to say to that. Thanks very much.
DVD with Film Book says, "I've got a sealed copy of Batman Forever in the loft, and sealed it will always remain." Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely don't open.
Cora says, "Andy was thinking of watching Halloween 2, Shout Factory tonight on the projector Blu-ray, but it has to wait until another time." Oh.
Yeah, I picked it up on 4K because my DVD of it is unwatchable now. it is scratched to hell and it skips. So I was like, I don't really have the movie anymore. So I was like, I might as I need to get it on 4K. So I picked it up, and the transfer on the DVD is really bad. It's really bad. So I'm looking forward to checking it out on 4K for the first time.
Awesome. Them Shout Factory sets are incredible. What they've done for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just look great.
Will you get all of them eventually, or will you just get the ones you like?
Probably just the ones I like. There's more Halloween movies I dislike than like. Yeah, I only really like the first three.
Yeah.
If I'm totally honest, I think they're the only ones are worth paying out for.
Yeah. I think they're releasing the other lot later this year. Like, is it 6, 7, all the other ones and the Rob Zombie ones? And there's rumors they're going to do like this new Halloween trilogy and all the year after as well. So that'd be quite cool.
Probably out of the second 5 movies, probably maybe Halloween 6 or Halloween 7 probably my favorite, but I still don't really like them.
Yeah,
it's just to me, it's not worth it. Like I just only really like the first 3. I know a lot of people hate Halloween 3, but I think people judge that movie on what it wasn't rather than what it was.
Yeah,
because it's a great movie on its own. I think Halloween 3. I just think it wound people up that Michael Myers wasn't in it, but they were trying something different. Full credit to that, but it didn't work. But I still think it's great when I watch it. I still get petrified from it by those robots. Like they're just terrifying with like some of the stuff they do.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Looking forward to watching that one. That seems to be a very unique entry into the franchise.
Yeah, and it still sort of like keeps the sort of same vibe to it because all the Halloween movies, well, at least the first 3, they all have like an intro with a pumpkin.
Yeah.
They all sort of keep that as they go on. And the one for Halloween 3 is great. I love it, and it probably has my favorite ending of the Halloween movies. Probably bar the first one. The ending to it's great. Yeah.
The ending gives me chills. The third one, it gives me chills every time.
It makes you wonder if they kept with like they were trying to go down an anthology route, weren't they, with 3? It makes you wonder whether what happened if they did that with the other films instead of where they went.
I think it would have worked if Halloween 3 was Halloween 2. But I think the studio were like pressuring John Carpenter into making a second movie, and he didn't want to do it because he was like, the story's been told. Like I can't really bring anything new to the story. But they were like, yeah, we want it wrapped up because of how it ends. They said it would just wind people up. So then after Halloween 2, it was like, right, okay, now you can do your project of your anthology series, but it just didn't pay off.
No. Definitely will have to get round to these other Halloween ones, but I probably will be skipping a few of them. The Rob Zombie ones don't look up to my taste.
There's a song in the third one, and it'll either fucking piss you off or just.
It will. I remember just over and over the same bloody song.
I think I know what song it is. I think I've seen it in like a recap video, and I was like, ooh. I'll give it a watch, but. I've heard the DVDs aren't very good of like Halloween 3 and like 2. No. They've been cut. No. Yeah.
The villain in Halloween 3, he's fucking terrifying. Like that scene where he's like telling Tom Atkins like why he's doing it. He's just like terrifying.
Oh wow. I'll definitely have to pick up 3. I'll watch 2 and then watch 3, and I'll definitely will do. But yeah. DVD from Film Bloke says, I used to think people sealed the outside of the case but never bothered unsealing the cassette. DVD from Film Bloke says, I found a sealed copy of Bugsy Malone on eBay, so I bet Andy will be jumping on that. It's the 87 video collection release.
I'll watch it if he buys it.
Oh. I used to like that film as a kid, but I think if I watch it now, that'll grate on me. I think.
Could do.
You
might just get carried away with it.
All I can remember is the giant machine gun fight at the end with like all the custard. It ended up being like a scene out of Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. Nick James says, oddly, I saw the very last VHS Norg release of the original Halloween from 2000 when I lived in Bergen. I thought £50 sounded reasonable, but I'm no expert. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Pretty fair. Peter says, watched Cat's Eyes for the first time ever together with a friend here 3 hours ago. It was fun, especially the part with James Wood as the man who's quit spoken.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
That's the new one that came out this week, isn't it? Because I watched Keith's review on it, and it does look pretty good. It's got Drew Barrymore in as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to get that. It's got a Blu-ray release as well, hasn't it? Like remastered this week as well.
I think so.
Oh, probably give it a go. So, what do you guys think of the film? Do you like it?
It's been that long since I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it James Wood with quick smoking? The guy walking around the building on the outside at the top, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Drew Barrymore with a little monster in a bedroom.
Yeah. I see the clip with Drew Barrymore and like a gnome trying to attack her or something or whatever it was. You seen it, Mike?
Yeah. I think it's okay. It's nothing special for me.
Right. DVD Film Bloke says, I reckon the video collection is the only entertaining part of the whole tape. Oh, wow. Dr. Impossible says, Radley, obviously you don't like classical musicals. Porn music sounds just foul. I prefer watching a Jane Fonda doing a workout to... Cora says to Peter, it's a very fun movie indeed. Very young Drew Barrymore in it too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I enjoyed her in the original Firestarter. I thought she was great in that.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to see the new Firestarter?
Not from what I've heard. Yeah.
No.
Not from what I've heard. Yeah.
Nah. When the trailer was first revealed, I was like, nah, it doesn't look good. And then I'm hearing Zac Efron's in it, and I'm like, oh. I don't know.
The only thing that kind of interested me about it is that John Carpenter's done the music for it.
Yeah. They say the music's good, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's the only good thing about it from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because he was meant to direct the original one.
Yes, he was.
It does feel like a John Carpenter film, the original one.
Yeah.
For like the opening music to it and
yeah,
where it plays out, I was like, I had to double check. I was like, sure, this isn't a John Carpenter film. And I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah, I think he might have even started the movie. I'm not sure, but then he got fired because The Thing like bombed at the box office.
Yeah. Okay.
And then look at The Thing now. Classic.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? These films flop, and then like decades down the line, they're so well thought of and probably more profitable now than they've ever been when they first come out in cinema.
Yeah.
Radley says, guys, thanks for reading my comments, but sadly you are all useless. Lol. Homewrecker is on Prime. They flog it all over the place. Anyway, her version of Stay is incredible. Check the movie out, you clowns. Pete says, looking forward to hearing the music in Sorority Sweethearts and I Like to Watch. I'm gonna gather they're your sort of your eclectic movies, Peter. Cora says to Dr. Impossible, to be fair, quite a lot of music in the golden age of porn movies is very good. Is there like a CD soundtrack you can buy on Cora?
Might be a market for it.
Peter says, Cora, yes, Barrymore is the third and last story in the film. Yeah. I think I see a clip of the one with the James Wood with the smoker one. There's like somebody with a whole like handful of cigarettes, just smoking them or something.
Yeah.
DVD even film bloke says, "Trust me, the video collection logo never bores me, even if it preserts a crap film." Nick James says, "I've got the Romper Stomper BFI box set coming. Anyone else getting that?"
No.
In film, but
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that the Russell Crowe one?
yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard about it. I'll probably give that one a miss. I'm more looking forward to the Get Carter BFI box set. Even though I've got the Warner Brothers release one, I might get that box set because I do like the film and it's a nice set.
I just thought Romper Stomper was a bit of a required taste.
Yeah, it does sound it, to be fair. Cora says, "Need to rewatch it. Only seen it once."
I've only seen it once.
Dr. Impossible says, "Now we're talking, Mike. Forget the shitty porn. Jerry Goldsmith's opening titles to Extreme Prejudice is epic. Great film and about time, Studio Canal."
Yeah, his music at the beginning, it sounds exactly like his music from the Rambo films, like the second and third one. Like it's just the exact same sounding score. Just gets you pumped for the movie.
Color me intrigued, definitely am. And Studio Canal, because I think they do fantastic work with their releases.
Yeah.
Right. We've got Sean here from Media Collector Madness. Hey guys, hope you're all well and good. Congratulations on hitting 1,000 subs. Thanks ever so much, Sean. Hope you're doing well, mate. Comments. Where's all these comments going? It's not the comments I want. No, not that one.
Hang on, that one looks interesting.
Someone's got too much time. Someone must be a big fat. We've got hordes of them tonight for some reason. I just love how they always do emojis, and I don't know what the emojis are supposed to mean. We've got Andy Like Stuff here. Thoughts on the new Resident Evil TV trailer on Netflix? If you've seen it. Also, will you be watching The Boys Season 3? No? Have you seen any, Andy?
I haven't seen any of that. No. I haven't seen any of it.
No, Gareth?
No. Just the pictures. But I'll be watching The Boys Season 3 to see just how batshit crazy it goes, but yeah.
And Mike?
No, I've never seen The Boys. Sorry to say. The Resident Evil one, I don't know. Is that like a new, like another TV show?
Yeah.
Like another adaptation?
Show. It's something completely different to the games. It's like not really focusing on the games. It's focusing on Wesker and his children. But Wesker's played by Lance Reddick from John Wick films.
Yeah.
So the casting choices made people a bit unsure, but he is a good actor, so probably give it a go.
Yeah.
It's just like they never seem to get Resident Evil right. They were kind of close with that one last year, and then they go messed it up. As for The Boys, I've seen a couple of episodes of Series 1. It's quite a lot of fun. Carl Urban's brilliant in it. I just love how he just stands there and swears every 5 minutes. I think he's brilliant in it. So yeah, I'll probably give it a watch after I finish the other two series. But I think there's like an animated version of The Boys as well, isn't there?
Yeah, either. No. I'm just hoping it's not necessary for this season.
But one thing with The Boys, at least they release it on physical, so good on Amazon for doing that. Nick James says, "I once had the MMPB of Walter Hill's Extreme Prejudice. It was a better read than watch." Stream of the time saves 9. Nope, all wrong. The clue was right in front of you. Helen Lynn, Candyman is the right.
Helen.
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I recognize the name, like the Helen Lyles. I think that is Candyman. Yeah.
Nick James says, best flick I've seen in the theatre, 2021, was easily Psycho Goreman. I've heard a lot of people say it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the Blu-ray, didn't you, Andy?
Yeah. Jason recommended it, and I was like, yeah, I need to pick it up and watch it. And it did disappoint. It was just a ton of fun.
Oh, brilliant.
Batshit insane.
Didn't you say it's like Power Rangers or something?
Yeah, it kind of is. Has that vibe to it.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Shudder release, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, have you seen it, Gareth?
Yeah, some people don't like the little girl in it, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
You seen it, Mike?
No, not seen it.
Dr. Impossible says, shit, guys, Candyman. We've got Danny here from This Is My Life. Hey, Pete and all. Hey, Danny, hope you're doing well, mate.
Hey,
Hope you're feeling better. But no, you're not.
It's a quiz. What's it?
Edwards here says, what's your thoughts on Samuel Jackson casting the new Garfield movie? Wait, what? Garfield movie?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I think he plays Garfield's dad or something.
Okay.
I'm just imagining him swearing at Garfield, stop eating mother effing lasagna.
Yeah, there's going to be some other memes when that comes out.
Yeah, oh man. I don't know why we're getting a new Garfield movie. I can still remember the one with Bill Murray in.
Yeah. The kids today even know who Garfield is.
No, I don't know. I don't think there's been a new Garfield TV series or whatever for ages. I think the only thing that people know about Garfield is the video game Garfield Kart. DVD and Film Book says, Matthew Bucks, aka Film Brain, review on Deadly Ground is enough for me. Also, if you find the UK DVD, as there's no Blu-ray here, avoid it at all costs as it's very heavily cut. Right.
Yeah.
It's a shame when they do that. Danny says, congratulations on hitting 1K subs, Pete. Well deserved. Thanks ever so much, Danny. Really appreciate it, mate. Peter says, I still haven't got over the casting of Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury in Avengers. Ridiculous, if you ask me.
I know. That was David Hasselhoff's role, and it should stay David Hasselhoff's role.
Yeah, I can remember someone said about that. I just imagine David Hasselhoff in the MCU.
Well, he was in Guardians as a...
Yeah.
Tez made this, says, anyone talked about the new Doctor Who yet? What the new casting of Ncuti Gatwa? What do you guys think of him?
I don't really care now. I'm sort of...
Yeah, I haven't watched Doctor Who for years now.
Yeah, I'm just sort of done with it. Like, are these episodes going to be any good? You know, show me what you got, BBC.
It does feel like we're trying to win him back with David Tennant. Look, we're bringing back David Tennant. We hope you like Doctor Who now, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, all we got was a tweet and a picture. We can't judge it yet, but I haven't got high hopes. I'm just keeping it in check. If it's good, it'll be a nice surprise, but if it's disappointing, I can see it'll be the end.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen Doctor Who, haven't you, Mike?
No.
No. You're not missing much. Well, current series, you're not.
Yeah.
Carl says to Peter, why? Dr. Impossible says, no, not on Deadly Ground with that fat fuck Seagal, Pete. A soft-fire thriller with Stephen Collins, you young film buffs. One with Steven Seagal sounded quite good. You got Michael Caine and Steven Seagal, so that was kind of sold me a bit.
A few weeks ago, it's not that good. Stephen Collins in the naughty list now.
We've got another one that's got to be put in time out. I don't know how many of these different channels they've got. If I see another one, I'll put it on and we'll guess what they're trying to mean. But Andy says, Andy Likes Stuff says, random obscure for me was The Sixth Sense. Took a bird on a date. We both left we thinking we picked the wrong movie. Oh wow! Again, haven't seen that one. Is that the one with Bruce Willis in, or was that a different one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I know. 6 Sense.
Mhm.
Oh, I
It's a
was
creepy
thinking
movie.
because I was thinking whether it's that one or was it another M Night Shyamalan, whatever one. But I know there's so many of them because it's got a twist. They've all got twists.
Stir of Echoes.
Yeah.
You think of?
Probably.
Oh yes.
DVD and Film Black says, "My God, the bots are like flies around shit tonight." That's one way to put it. We've got Lily Watkins here saying, "Congratulations on getting 1K subs. Well done. Thanks ever so much, Lily. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining." Dr. Impossible says, "It's all this talk of bloody porn. You pay for the sin being committed on this."
Oh, there you go.
Well, we don't talk about porn, but for some reason it always steers to porn. For some reason. Dr. Impossible says, "So says the priest on this stream. I'm pure, honest." Pete says, "Coral because Nick Fury is normally white in the comics." Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they wrote it with after Samuel Jackson, didn't they?
Yeah. DVD from Film Black says, "Dr. Impossible, wow, my place is how it is guaranteed, so I have nothing to lose." Ha 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 ha, troll, says Coral. Peter said that about Black Panther. And we have Cora saying, okay, I didn't know that like Aquaman doesn't look like Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
That's true.
But Jason Momoa is a bankable star. That's probably why. But Dr. Impossible says, "Don't worry, I've just blessed you all for the dirty muck you've seen, DVD and Film Bloke." Cora says, "Don't forget Pete is still young and horny like you once used to be." So glad my mum isn't in there. She's going to say, "Can we rewatch the stream tomorrow?" No. DVD and Film Bloke says, cheers. Dr. Impossible says, "Cora, he's not even broken puberty yet, has he? Puberty Blues, good film, Pete. Check it out." These streams. DVD and Film Bloke says, "There was no porn in that garage. Honestly, the dirtiest film that lot was The Wicked Lady from '83 and Hollow Man." Hollow Man's the one with Kevin Bacon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still haven't seen that one. Cora says, "Not broken puberty. Pete's pretty old. I'm 25. Nick says, "Recently rewatched Burnt Offerings for the first time in 40 years. I totally missed all the political subtext and subliminal visual stuff. First time around, probs, because I was just 10. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Is that the one with Oliver Reed?
Yeah.
It's got a great ending.
Is that on Arrow, am I thinking, or not?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it might be out of print. I'm not sure. But yeah, it was Arrow. Yeah.
We're getting fireworks now. Someone's got fireworks in the garden, and the bloke with the lawnmower was playing his lawnmower again. What a place I live in.
I thought your dad would be setting off fireworks after watching Wild Things.
When I showed him the box set. He said, "Oh, is that song Wild Thing?" I said, No.
It's a Major League.
Peter says, "Nick, is Burnt Offerings any good?" Yeah, you guys approve?
It's all right, yeah.
Tez made this, says Nightingale is great. I definitely will get round to it. It's still sealed at the moment, but I'll get round to it, hopefully. Edward says, have you guys heard of a recent film called with Sandra Oh? It's a thriller supernatural film.
I've seen the poster for it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, something to do with Sam Raimi, isn't it? Like produced by him or something?
I'm not sure.
Let me have a look. 2022 film. It's something to do with him. I see on the trailer it says, yeah, it's produced by Sam Raimi. Don't really know much about it. Reviews, Rotten Tomatoes score wasn't great, but I don't know. Probably give it a go. Could be all right. But I definitely do want to see Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed that. I thought it was a lot of fun.
You enjoyed it. I know you went to see it the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a blast with that movie.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to give that one a go. I've heard so many people say it's film of the year, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, it was kind of what I wanted Doctor Strange to be.
Yeah.
But it was a big surprise. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was.
I think like launching after Doctor Strange, like a week after Doctor Strange, kind of did it a favor because with all the multiverse talk. Yeah. I'll give it a go. I just remember from the trailer, it was just a rock with googly eyes, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, I thought he was young, Cora. Does Pete have a double identity? And you seem to know a lot about him. Cora asked me how old I was the other night, Dr. Impossible. I'm 25. Nick says, kinda depends on how you like 70s chillers. Tongue check, thumbs up. I have no idea what is that supposed to mean.
Salt.
But anyway, Peter says, Mike, good point about McAvoy and Stewart as Professor X. Yeah, you're right saying that. You can't really imagine him growing to be Patrick Stewart. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the last film? It was supposed to be like 10 years before the next X-Men.
Yeah.
So he should have been pretty old and...
Yeah.
Cora says, I'm Pete's dark side. That's why I know everything about him. You're revealing all my secrets, Cora. You're revealing them all. I thought you went to bed. He's come down for some crisps.
Which ones?
There's only 3 packs left. Don't take more. I need some tomorrow. Takes all 3 packs. He's took the box upstairs. You know the box is not filled up. I shouldn't have said that now. He's getting the biscuits. Oh no. He's getting the biscuits now and filling it up with food. Midnight snack? Nearly midnight snack.
Yeah.
He's going, shh. You're on the stream, he's going. Alright, and enjoy your food. Nick James says the chat make me a bit misty-eyed for my old VHS tapes. Yeah. They're my cakes. Put them back, please. Please, could you put them back? No, not one. I know what one means to you. 1 box, not 1 cake. Sorry about this. DVD for Film Bloke says, yeah, Andy is a panda who thinks God is nothing like Sue. We all know our thoughts on Sue. Dr. Impossible says, what are you drinking, Mr. VHS Tasties? Guess Pepsi Max? My wife just asked.
Desario and lemonade.
Ooh. Sounds nice. I had a bit of Sainsbury's value Coke before coming on. Right, we've got Nick James saying Halloween 3 is great in its own right, but it's not a Halloween film, in so much as it bears no real link to the shape and should have existed in an isolation rather than an attempted cash-in by Akkad, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's advertised a lot.
Yeah, it's a big Marmite movie. I think the third one. I think you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it.
From the sounds of this, like anthology, what they were going to do, it makes you wonder whether if this was like now when Halloween was first coming out, it would continue this anthology stuff as a TV show.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
Because these killer masks, when you see what they can do, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, is it something like Kids at Christmas and they all buy these masks? That's all I really know about it. It's in a factory Halloween. And all.
But yeah.
But it's Halloween, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I know they used the 3 masks for Halloween Kills, didn't they? As a little nod.
Yeah.
That's cool. Peter says, Carl, they released comics with Nick Fury drawn as Samuel L. Jackson when the Avengers films, when it came out, but the original comics, Nick Fury is white. But I've heard from other people that there's like other Nick Fury comics where he is like Samuel L. Jackson, or is Samuel L. Jackson, which you did say in your comment. DVD Filmbook says, oh yes, the UK DVD of Halloween 3 is heavily cut in the wrong aspect ratio. The only UK DVD which is the first release from Missing in Action, however, is cropped even more and has shit picture. Right. So I'll steer clear of the DVD and try and get a Blu-ray. DVD Filmbook says, I imported the US Blu-ray and offloaded my DVD. Sounds good. I've heard that my DVD version of Halloween 2 is utter rubbish. So I'll have to get rid of that one. But I did get that one from £3 from Asda, so go figure. Dr. Impossible says, have you ever seen Electra Glide in Blue? The best film that's been described, The American Dream is Dead. Cop goes into a voyage into the dark heart of the American underbelly.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. I remember. Came out in the same set of VHS as Lethal Weapon with the handcuffs on the front. But yeah.
Oh, it does actually sound good, Dr. Impossible. You recommended me another film. DVD Film Bloke says, what's more annoying is the BBFC never requested cuts for it. They never cut it and passed the uncut version as a 15. It's always presets. That's odd. Makes you wonder why they don't re-release it in its full entirety now the Halloween films are out, like the new ones.
Yeah.
Tez made this says, question as collectors, what are your thoughts on the Jeepers Creepers franchise and the controversy behind them?
I've only ever seen the first one.
So it was alright. It's not a film that I would own. I remember watching it on TV, it's fine, but it's not a franchise I'm that bothered about.
Yeah, I've got the DVD of the first one, and I think I'll just probably stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the first 2 on VHS.
Yeah.
But the third film's a travesty anyway.
Yeah, I remember there was a third one on DVD in Poundland, and I picked it up and I put it behind the shelf so it fell down to the bottom. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I've only seen the first one. I think it's okay. The first half of it is, it's nice build up, pretty creepy in places, but I think once the monster kind of appears, it kind of goes downhill.
Yeah, I can get that. DVD from Filmbook says, I'm guessing the VHS were presets because of the video nasty scare, but why is the DVD cut? Fuck you, Scanbox. DVD from Filmbook also says, I said I would never buy a Scanbox title again, but a few weeks ago I bought the Blu-ray, Blue Velvet from Scanbox. How, from what I've seen, is a decent Blu-ray. That's the one I watched the other night, and the picture quality is really good, to be fair. It comes with 2 cuts, a 2-hour cut and like a nearly 3-hour cut. I watched the 2-hour cut, and I thought it was good. Yeah. Would you recommend watching the 3-hour cut, or is there not much difference between them?
I didn't know there was one, to be honest.
No, I didn't know there was a 3-hour cut.
Yeah.
It's like about 50 minutes of unseen footage, and it makes for like a 168-minute film. I just thought, I'll put the 2-hour one in.
Yeah.
DVD from Film Bloke says, still not watched it, but I will get round to it at some point. It's pretty good. I think you'll be in for a treat there. Comments have gone all weird again. Here we go again. Got to block some excited people again. Right, Radley says, Tez, good question. I haven't watched the movies, but the controversy puts me right off all of them. Yeah. Dr. Impossible says, man, you're getting these bloody bots tonight. I still have big box X rental of Cat's Eyes on Thorn EMI. You're right, Mike. It's okay, but the transfer in 4K apparently looks stunning via Studio Canal. Yeah, I've heard great things about it. Because didn't Studio Canal do like some of the other Carpenter films, like Escape from New York, all them ones? They didn't do The Thing, though.
Yeah.
That was Universal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty good. The Carpenter ones, yeah.
I think they did Total Recall and Flash Gordon as well, didn't they?
Yeah. Basic Instinct as well. That was Studio Canal, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good release.
Mm.
Peter says, oh, and PQ looks very good on this German Blu-ray of Cat's Eye we watched. Awesome. Tez to Radley says, exactly, feel dirty now. Can't condone the fact that he carried on. They let him carry on making the movies. Money, eh? Gets you out of all sorts of bother. Yeah. Puts me straight off the films too. Radley says, definitely Tez is the kind of movie I like as well, but would have it in the back of my mind the whole time. Can't believe they swept it under the carpet. Yeah. Danny says 97% there, Pete. Baywatch in the MCU. Oh no. Coral says to Peter, thought the Warner Blu-ray of Cat's Eyes was very good, but the Koch Media release looks even better. Awesome. Danny says, what are the CEX stickers like up your way? Do they come off easy?
No.
Andy's saying no.
Same super glue on all of them.
What about yours, Mike? Because I know you said something about your local one. They don't really put them on or something.
Yeah, so I think the ones I normally go to are like in the city centre, but there's one a bit closer to me just outside the city centre. And I have noticed on like, say, like limited edition items, they haven't been putting them on them. I guess maybe because they know. But I think they still put them on, regular cases. But yeah, I think limited editions, they've realised not to put them on them, which is good.
That's the main thing. I haven't checked my CX because I don't really tend to buy from CX, but I assume they'll probably be the same. I remember I went into CX once a few months ago and they put like about 3 or 4 of them circular stickers on one box. I was like, are you doing this just to wind somebody up?
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, I watched 2 Gene Hackman films last night. Night Moves, brilliant thriller, and a Stanley Kramer film called The Domino Principle, where Hackman plays a con man who's hired to kill a known politician. Sounds cool.
I've seen Night Moves, but I've not seen the other
That's
one.
on the premiums, isn't it, Night Moves?
It is, yeah.
That's one of what I get from there. But yeah, I still need to see Gene Hackman in the French Connection.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Is the sequel any good?
It's okay.
I like how you all went at the same time.
Bog standard sequel in it to a classic.
Yeah. I was disappointed that Roy Scheider wasn't in the sequel.
Yeah.
I liked him in the first one.
Hackman incapacitated for most of the film as well.
Yeah, he is.
Oh wow! But yeah, I'll give the first one a watch.
So the 2 best things that come on in it.
Yeah,
I've heard it's got some really good shootouts in it. The French
car
Connection.
chase. Yeah,
Car chases at the end's great.
Yeah,
the bit where they're trying to find the drugs in the car is really cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Radley says, oh my god, it's gone to Pete's head, this 1K business. He's bought some porn upon us to make a few extra quid. Oh, Danny says watching 4,400, and it amazes me, lol. Yeah. Danny says it's not Pete Hub, lol. I hope not. Coral says WAC 4K restoration of Night Moves.
Ah.
Danny says, has anyone seen the Nick Fury movie? Is this the one with David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, it's put on free on YouTube somewhere, but yeah, I saw it many years ago.
I've heard of it, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'm going to gather it's going to be an experience.
Yeah.
Judging by the laugh, I probably best stick.
I don't think there's any other Marvel characters in it. I can remember.
I know there was that Fantastic Four one in the 90s. Was it never released or something? Wasn't there? There was a lot of controversy behind that one.
Rights.
Yeah, the Captain America one as well, with the rubber ears.
That was something. I remember watching that one, thinking it was the Marvel MCU one, and I was like, oh, this isn't.
Didn't they re-release that about the time that came out to trick people?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yes, they did, yeah.
Because they didn't put his picture on, they put the shield on the cover of the thing.
Nick James says, so is the Northman better than Conan the Barbarian? This viewer didn't think so, but it's still pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
I thought the Northman was great.
It's completely different to Conan, though, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's apples and oranges, isn't it? You can't...
Yeah.
Yeah. Norman does look good. Great cast in it. It's that Robert Eggers again, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's probably his most accessible movie. Like it's definitely be a more crowd pleasing movie. This one.
It's not William Dafoe that does all the farting in this one.
Yeah.
You seen it, Mike?
Yeah. I think story-wise, it's quite similar to Conan the Barbarian, but tonally very different. I probably prefer Conan the Barbarian. I was slightly disappointed in the Northman, but I think I just hyped it up a bit too much. But I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You've seen the Northman, Gareth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
Conan,
enjoyed it?
just before it came out. But yeah, I'd watch Conan again. I think it's more entertaining, but yeah. Still good. Northman's still good.
Still need to see it. So that's another one on the watch list, but Conan's brilliant. Dr. Impossible says diversity who? Jason Momoa was good in Dune, yeah. I thought he was good.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, I watched my old R1 of Night Moves Coral. Brilliant. Danny says, what was the first ever movie you remember seeing in the cinema, the first time you walked into a cinema?
I think it was Nightmare Before Christmas for me.
Ooh.
That was the first film I saw at the cinema.
Muppet movie?
Oh, that's a good one. Classic.
Or Fox and the Hound, one of those.
Oh, Fox and the Hound, yeah. I've seen that a few times. Mike?
Mine was the live-action Flintstones with John Goodman.
And then they replaced him with Mark Addy for the sequel, didn't they?
Yeah. I remember my mum saying to me, like, do you want to go to the pictures to see the Flintstones? And I was only like 4 or something. And I just didn't understand what she meant by going to the pictures. And I thought I was being taken to like a museum or something to look at pictures of the Flintstones. Yeah, obviously not. But yeah, that was my first movie in the cinema.
Oh, wow. For me is good old Harry Potter. Prisoner of Azkaban. This was my answer for everything. We were at Butland's for the weekend and we just went there. And I just remember when we were there was someone just throwing popcorn in the air all the time. And they kept shouting, blaming it on Harry Potter. Stop throwing popcorn, Harry. Coral says, get WAC Blu-ray of Night Moves. It looks fantastic. Dr. Impossible says, I know Core of the WAC disc was converted onto the premium release of Night Moves. Awesome. That's one I want to get when the premium's going off on the 2 for 15. Hopefully that won't be too long.
Yeah.
It's not the Christopher Lambert Night Moves then with a K.
Right. Radley says, okay, guys, best Shamalama movie. I love the Train trilogy and Lady in Water, and yes, I'm that one person who didn't hate it. M. Night Shyamalan movies. I've now got to have a look at what he's done and what I've seen.
I'm a big fan of The Village. Like,
I do enjoy The Village.
Yeah, I like The Village. I think it was marketed really badly.
Yeah.
Because everyone sort of guessed the twist before seeing the film. But I think aside from that, I think if you watch it today, I think it holds up pretty well. I still think it is. I do still enjoy it. It's got some creepy moments in it.
Awesome.
Yeah. I like Unbreakable. Probably is part of it.
Yeah. Mike?
I quite like Signs. I think Signs is pretty good. Yeah, and Sixth Sense is a very, very close second.
Awesome. I have not seen any of his films, bar one. And it's a bloody shit one and all. It's The Last Airbender.
Jeez.
I used to like the show, so I thought, I'll watch that. And yeah, I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But it says on here on Google, he'd done the screenplay to Stuart Little, so I'll say that.
Yeah.
So I'll say Stuart Little. And
The Happening's good for a laugh.
Yeah.
I think a lot of his films are on Disney Plus, if I remember correctly. So I'll have to give them a watch.
Yeah, they would have been Touchstone films, some of them.
Coral says, I always forget you guys have H&V Premium Collection anyway over here. Yeah, it's a Warner Archive Collection, but they call it Premiums over here.
Yeah.
Dodder Impossible says, Pete, you really do live in the burbs, don't you? Here, me and Bob and Moore with a strange local and a beast on the moor. It's me with some bloke letting off fireworks while somebody's got a lawnmower going. Brilliant. Edward says, what's your thoughts on the Lego movie franchise moving away from Warner Brothers and now with Universal Pictures?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No. When's the last time?
Lego Fast and Furious?
Yeah, probably will be, won't it?
Lego Jurassic Park.
It'd be interesting. Hopefully they'll be fun and creative like Warner Brothers was with the first one and the Batman movie. It'll be interesting to see. We might get a Lego Back to the Future film.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Lego The Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. There's possibilities there. We'll have to see what happens, but yeah. Pete, what? Dr. Impossible says, Pete, write a comedy series. I'm certain it will outdo Shameless in the ratings. Well, we all know I live on the set of Shameless.
I always thought you live off the set of Toxic Avenger.
Oh.
Everyone's such a dick in that movie.
Yeah, probably I do live in that as well. It's a mix of Shameless and Toxic Avengers.
Yeah.
When I put the house up for sale, I'll put the neighborhood is like a mix of Shameless and the Toxic Avenger.
Nice sell.
Probably get somebody want to buy it then. Radley says, one more question. Best acting performance you've ever seen. I'm going to go with James McAvoy in Split. Quite incredible.
I've got two. I think my first one will probably be Eric Bogosian in Talk Radio.
Oh yeah. He's
off the hook in that film. My second one will probably be Ben Kingsley in Sexy Beast.
Yeah.
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
Gareth?
Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot.
Yeah.
Something you wouldn't be able to play today, but yeah. Back then it was.
And Mike?
The one that comes to mind is Ellen Burstyn from Requiem for a Dream. Yeah, she plays like the mum. She's pretty good in that.
No, good. For me, I'm going to go with a recent one. I'm just going to say Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet. I think he's really good as a villain. I just think he's fantastic in that and Speed. He makes brilliant villains.
And Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. We can forget that classic.
Yeah. Waterworld. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the best part about that film. Yeah. He was just having a lot of fun with that. David says, Pete, have you watched the Superman movies on Blu-ray? Yeah, is it good picture quality on Blu-ray? Unfortunately, David, I haven't seen the Blu-ray yet. Have you guys watched the Blu-ray transfer of it? What would you say?
I think they're all pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen them, but yeah, I think they're pretty good. Yeah.
I only really sort of tend to watch the first two, but I'm actually one of those people who prefers 4 over 3.
Okay.
Just because I kind of find 3 a bit boring at times, but it's got one good scene in it for me, which is the junkyard scene. Well, I find 4 entertaining because it's so bad that I get more enjoyment out of it, just because it's I can sort of laugh at the movie.
Yeah, it's got more Superman in it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Less Richard Pryor.
I just think Richard Pryor's miscast in that movie. He's
great.
Used.
He shouldn't have been in that Superman film as the main character.
On a similar note, I watched that that Street Smart with Christopher Reeve.
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman knocked it out of the park.
That's another movie I'd choose for best actor with Morgan Freeman, because I think that's the best Morgan Freeman's ever been. I think it's better than his Shawshank, his role in Shawshank.
Really?
Yeah,
definitely.
Hands down, it's better than his role in Shawshank. Yeah.
Or Driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
Right. Dr. Impossible says, I went to Penzance CX and promptly walked out, stickers everywhere. It's like a scene from Repulsion. The thing that gets me is in my local CX, they sit there with the stickers and they've got the reel of the circular stickers and they grab them and go, put them on there and go on the table. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, they did. They have to bang it on the table. I don't know why, and I'm like, oh, try getting that off a collector's edition or a slipcover.
Yeah.
Tez says Radley Stark. A recent contender for me is Willem Dafoe in The Lighthouse. His monologue is immense.
Yeah.
He's fantastic in No Way Home and all. I think he's incredible in that.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, did you see that answer to the second quiz? It was Candyman, not Hellraiser. Hee hee, oh shit. Dr. Impossible says, want to see a solid Defoe film that barely anyone mentions. Saigon with Gregory Hines, Fred Ward's in it. Great film, goes under the name Off Limits in the US.
Okay.
Any film with William Dafoe wins got me interested. I still like him in the Boondock Saints. I think he's fantastic in that.
So weird in that film.
And then you got Platoon and
Platoon's great.
Still need to see.
Oh, Wild at Heart.
Me Too.
Yeah, Wild at Heart. I've got one called Light Sleeper as well.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
The Florida Project's great as well.
White Sands.
White Sands, yeah.
Cool. Is he in Speed 2?
Yeah.
I'm like,
He couldn't even say that, bless him.
My dad was like, oh, there's a second Speed. I said, yeah, it's not supposed to be very good. And he's like, oh, well, watch it. And I'm like, I don't think you want to. And then I see Willem Dafoe in it, but we still haven't seen it yet. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah, he's the best part of Speed 2.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock come back, but Keanu Reeves didn't.
Dodged a bullet.
Tez says, are you guys aware of the new remaster of the first Star Trek movies? It got a lot added extras and apparently looks amazing.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Not seen it.
Yeah, I haven't really heard much about it, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny says we need a Back to the Future. We need Back to the Future to bring out a decent game to play. The last game we had was just terrible. I just want to fly the DeLorean.
Yeah, what would it do though? Just dodge things.
Well, a game would be fun, but how would they do it? I know they did like a Lego game a couple of years ago, and then there was the Telltale one, which was pretty fun. Comments gone all weird. Dr. Impossible says Signs is shit and the Village is a total ball fest. I'll give The Sixth Sense a shot. He's overrated in my opinion. He definitely seems to be a very mixed director, very Marmite. Some people like him, some people don't they?
It's gotten to the point where I don't get excited about when he's releasing a new film.
No.
Yeah.
Did you like Old?
No.
Yeah, no. I thought the end of it saved it, but 80% of that movie is garbage. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, I've heard his direction in it is absolutely horrendous, and it really seems like really oddly shot and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What? Yeah. Dr. Impossible saying, "Fucking hell, Andy, you just embarrassed Pete." Jesus, unbelievable.
Sorry, Pete.
Okay. Radley says, Doctor, watch the Train trilogy, Unbreakable, Glass, and Split. Fantastic movies, especially Split. I'll have to give them a go. I think, are all available on Disney Plus. Definitely know where Unbreakable is and Glass.
Yeah.
Does it go Unbreakable, then Split, then Glass?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, seen all three of them. Okay, Hitchcock done better. Gary says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Gary. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for joining. We've got Tez made this, says Defoe and Boondock Saints. Yep.
Is he
It's
American
that
Psycho?
ending scene where he goes...
Yeah.
Pardon? It's that scene where he goes into like the final shootout, where he goes in. Is it the toilet with the bloke? Oh my days!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley says, "Doctor, fair enough, mate. Different strokes and all that." Yeah. Tez says, "Don't forget Defoe as in investigator in American Psycho as well." Okay, I'm gonna have to see American Psycho now. He's in it. Oh. It isn't Morbius in it, Jared Leto. Somebody told me he's in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Plays Paul.
Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of him as an actor, but I'll give it a go.
You might like that one scene.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh, I'm intrigued now. Okay.
Soundtrack's fucking great to that movie. It's one of the best movie soundtracks ever.
Isn't it based on a book? Somebody said.
Yeah.
Ah. Interesting. Dr. Impossible said, I agree, Rabbi. Cora says, Play Story Trilogy 4K Blu-ray, previously restored in 4K. Fuck.
I thought it said Police Squad when I first saw it. I thought, yes.
We got James here from Jim Jam Movies and TV. All right, lads. All right, James. Hope you're well, mate. James also says, Andy, have you heard of a film called Radio On from BFI?
I haven't, no.
Radio.
No, Radio On, is it?
Radio.
Or is it just called Radio?
It's a film from '79, and it stars Sting. Ooh.
No, sorry, James, no.
Set in 70s Britain, a man drives from London to Bristol to investigate his brother's death. Yeah,
Sounds cool.
interesting. Yeah. Dr. Impossible says, I swear Defoe is a borderline psychopath. He's fucking nuts and would have made a great Joker in Batman, yeah. I agree. He's got all the mannerisms right there. James says, have you seen Jackass 4.5 on Netflix?
Not 4.5, no.
No, I saw it just pop up earlier, but I didn't get to watch it.
Still need to see Jackass Forever. Is 4.5 just that with some extra bits in?
I assume so.
Yeah.
Just extended.
I'll have to give that one a watch. I've heard Forever's quite good. I know you've watched it, Andy, and you enjoyed it. You had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it,
Yeah. Oh, cool. Right, we've got Radley here saying, okay, I'm out. Congrats on the 1K, Pete. Well done, mate. Thanks ever so much, Radley. I'm away on holiday next week, but we'll watch the next episode of Pete's Palm Palace when I'm back. Oh, my word. Pete's Palm Palace. I've never heard. Unbelievable. Dr. Impossible says, cheers, Radley. James says, is there a videotape that's really rare to get hold of?
There's probably lots, but most of the presets and the video nasty that, something like the Keep. That was only on VHS, but they go for silly money. But there's probably really some that are probably rare because no one wants them, but they just got binned, but
Gary says Batman kills the Joker. 4K Chef.
89.
Yeah, he does. The 4K Chef says, I thought Willem Dafoe was great in To Live and Die in LA. Yeah, I want to see that one.
That's really good, yeah. I forget he's in that.
That's another Arrow one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the same director as The Exorcist and The French Connection.
Yeah.
Oh, winning me over straight away. Sounds good. Danny says Lego South Park, and probably could happen.
But then I've heard that the actual South Park games are meant to be really good, like the ones they've been released recently.
The Sticker Truth and the Fractured Butthole is great. A lot of fun. One of them's like a parody on Lord of the Rings, and the other one, or Game of Thrones, and the other one's a parody on Marvel films and superhero films in general. A lot of fun. I think they're doing a new one as well. Well, they've got several games in the pipeline because they're doing some new films as well, aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they announced some new films. I think they've announced like 3.
Yeah.
First says Boy Radley. Chorus says To Live and Die in LA is great. 3 words for you, says Peter. White Black Panther. Comments have gone all weird again. Right, Dr. Impossible says that film gets the thumbs up for me. To Live and Die, Stone Cold classic. Rampage is great. William Frederick film 2, masterful psychological thriller. Fantastic.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that Rampage, but it's like impossible to find, like on physical or anywhere.
I kind of wish I picked up To Live and Die in LA on Arrow now, but I definitely will do on the next sale. Cora says Maya and the White Lion. DVD from Filmbook says to James, I believe the Beast in Heat preset is very rare.
It's probably a lot of stuff that's never come out since then.
Tez made this, says I have like 25 Disney classics from the 90s in mint condition on VHS.
Yeah, I got
fantastic
copies too.
That's real cool, mate. Dr. Impossible says, name the best Robert Shaw film that isn't Jaws. Right.
There's loads.
Russia with Love.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
The Sting.
Yeah. Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
That's
Was
the
he
one.
in the Dam Busters?
I'm not sure. No pun intended.
Oh, let's have a look, see what else he's done. Yeah, he's in The Deep and all, isn't he, that film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Sting.
He's in the Guns of Navarone sequel, isn't he?
Force 10 from Navarone?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, wow, he's been in some great stuff. But yeah, I'll probably say The Sting. I didn't. Oh, right. DVD from Funbox says Jim Jam movies. I only think 200 copies or so were made. About 100 or so of them were destroyed when it went on the Section 1 list, and less than 100 have been accounted for.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff out there that's missing now.
No, I'm thinking since they're letting black actors get parts of characters that are white, can't say should someone play Black Panther in the reboot. Gary says Defoe was good in Eckstein's, the Cronenberg film. Existence.
Yeah.
Oh. David Cronenberg and Willem Dafoe, that sounds like a recipe for fun.
That's what I'm not seen yet.
Yeah.
I've got it, but I've not watched it.
Danny says, can you imagine all those videotapes rotting away in landfill now? People want them. Yeah. Oh, comments from Weird again. These trolls. So many of them tonight. What's that movie? Nick Cage, Laura Dern, and Willem Dafoe, Wild at Heart, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Peter says, Wild at Heart. DVD from Filmbox says, also tons of pirate copies exist. In fact, they're more than the official releases. These days they sell for thousands. Wow.
Yeah.
Edward says, what's your thoughts on Mike Myers saying he would happily crap out a new Shrek movie every year?
I thought he was.
Please
No, I'm
don't.
not the biggest Shrek fan.
No. I think the second one's my favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I've seen the third one. It wasn't that good. I haven't seen the fourth one.
It's not bad, the fourth one. It's all right.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, same really. I'm not the biggest fan. I think the first two are, they're pretty good. But the third and fourth one are okay.
Yeah. I think probably Mike Myers saying this because he probably wants some extra money. I don't know. But
that new show he's got out, it does look all right. Like it kind of looks like him playing lots of different characters again.
Interesting,
yeah, I've heard some decent things. I've heard it's not too bad, so maybe give it a go.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised we haven't had a new Shrek film, to be fair.
Well, there's a new Puss in Boots coming out. Isn't there a sequel?
Yeah, there's a new one coming out later this year. It's got a weird animated style. It's quite different to the first one, isn't it?
I haven't seen.
Dr. Impossible says Wild at Heart. I know Disney titles are not rare.
Song of the South is on the VHS. No, and nowhere else. There's still
That's
lots
true.
about.
Yeah.
I've got a Blu-ray of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
I've got like a Spanish Blu-ray of it. Yeah.
That's great.
But it is literally like putting in a VHS because it's just been copied from a VHS onto the Blu-ray disc. The quality is not great. But, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Warner presets.
Yeah, Warner presets go for great amounts. There's Dr. Impossible. Danny says those bloody trolls are a nightmare in the chat. Absolutely, but I just keep blocking them and they still keep coming back.
Yeah.
3. Danny says Scooby-Doo 3 the movie. it might happen. I know James Gunn was talking about it a few days ago. It'd be cool to see it, but probably they'd be a bit too old now to do it.
Yeah, there'd be a new cast on
Yeah. Edward says, where does the 95 original Jumanji land for you?
it. Yes, it's a good film. Robin Williams is great.
Yeah, solid film. I enjoy it.
Really like it. It's got some really good practical effects, but the CG bits don't really hold up nowadays. Especially the monkeys. They look terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like the stuff with like the plants is really cool. Like there's like a suit with like the big flower. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the CG just is bad when you see it. Yeah.
The 4K chef says apparently Kino Lorber are meant to be releasing To Live and Die in LA on 4K UHD, but it was announced ages ago, so hopefully it's still coming. That'd be good. Yeah. Kino Lorber seems to release some really good stuff. Don't they release like the Dollars trilogy on 4K in America?
Yeah, I know the Dollars trilogy. I think they did Spaceballs, didn't they, on 4K? And apparently that's meant to be really good on 4K. DVD for Bloke says to Danny, yeah, even most collectors chuck sell-throughs. The tapes found in my granddad's garage would have met the same fate, but I've saved pretty much all of them. That's a great job you've been doing, DVD from Film Bloke. Danny says, possibly first two Scooby-Doo movies. What's your thoughts on them? I haven't seen the second one, but the bit with Valma seems very interesting.
Yeah.
But the first one, I do like the first one. It's a lot of fun. It's surprisingly dark for a kids' film, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah, I like that. I've only seen the second one. I think I've only seen it twice, but I've seen the first one loads. Yeah, it does make me laugh. The first one, it does get a couple of chuckles out of me.
Yeah, good films.
Yeah, I think me and Mike probably have got like a shared memory about it when we watched it on a trip. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Isn't Pamela Anderson in the second one?
First one.
Is it the first one?
Oh, she's in the
first one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like that ghost, isn't it? And she's like, the reporter.
Yeah, it's like the opening of the film, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
The first one had a really good teaser trailer where it made it look like it was a new Batman film.
Yeah. I remember you shared that in the group chat, didn't you, Andy? And that's such a great trailer. I remember that.
The trailer's great. Yeah.
But you enjoy him, Gareth?
Yeah, they're all right. I don't watch the second one much because it's not that good, but yeah. It did have the original monsters in it, which was good, but they didn't really use them.
Yeah, like Andy was saying, like I do have like a lot of nostalgia for the first Scooby-Doo movie. I mean, I don't think it's a great movie, but I do like get enjoyment out of it. The second one, I think I've only seen it once, maybe twice, and I can't really remember it if I'm honest.
Yeah, I know you can get them on Blu-ray, but you have to import the second one, don't you?
Possibly, yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, anyone fancy doing a troll watch-along? Can't see Ryan doing that film. Cora says, oh my god, forgot the Doris Wishman collection coming soon. DVD Film Bloke says, Danny, even the tapes I don't want, I get them cleaned and hopefully I can find a good home for them. That's good.
Yeah.
Right, comments have gone weird again. I don't know what it is with the comments tonight. But Danny says, well done, DVD from Film Bloke. Next job is to dig the tapes up from landfill and I'll give you the hand. Dr. Impossible says, still got Rampage on Perso VHS. Thank God I kept it. You're missing a great film, Mike.
Yeah, I've been meaning to track it down. Yeah, it's hard to find.
And Tez says, Mike Myers sounds broke. Probably does if he wants to bring back Shrek. Danny says DVD film bloke tapes are hard to come by these days, even in charity shops. Yeah.
they've been,
He also said, DVD film bloke said, Danny, yeah, there's one charity shop that still takes them. I think it's mostly just car boots now. You'll probably find them, or you'll get people put like common ones up on eBay thinking they're worth 50 quid.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Impossible says the caretaker for me was Sean Alan Bates, great acting all round.
Yeah.
Danny says DVD film bloke, they couldn't get rid of VHS tapes years ago. I remember buying all the tapes from charity shops. Yeah, there used to be influxes of them in the mid 2000s.
Yeah.
DVD film bloke says Song of the South was never released on VHS in the US. Last time you could see it in the US was '85 cinema re-release. However, it was released on tape in the rest of the world.
Right.
Tez says, "Is it time for a new Jaws movie?"
Nah. Just make another film about sharks. If it's any good, it'll
Please
be
don't.
remembered.
Please don't. The last good shark film for me was The Shallows. I just love that film.
Not seen that one.
No, me neither.
That's real good. That's the one with Blake Lively in.
Yeah.
Anthony Horror Moore says, congrats on the 1K subs. Thanks ever so much, Anthony. Means a lot, mate. Thanks for joining. Edward says, is going to the movies too expensive? How much are you willing to pay to see a movie at the cinema? Will you pay more to see a 3D, 4D, or IMAX movie?
There's no an IMAX or a 4D near me. But yeah, I don't go to 3Ds either anymore.
How much is an IMAX anyway to see a film in IMAX?
Yeah.
I think somebody said about 25 quid. Or
Sounds
about
right.
20 quid. It's quite
I
expensive.
can get free snacks or something sometimes in places.
All right.
So last one I saw was probably Dark Knight Rises.
Same.
Right.
Yeah.
How much would you be willing to pay, Andy, to go to the cinema?
See, I don't really know because I've got one of those limitless passes.
Oh, yeah.
So
You can go when you want, can't you?
just go when I want. It costs me about 15 quid a month. So
That's reasonable.
if you see 2 movies a month, you're making your money back.
Yeah.
Straight away. So yeah, and I only really sort of use it to see them in the standard showing, like just like a standard 2D. I don't really like going for like 3D or IMAX or anything like that. But yeah, it doesn't really cost me that much.
No, that sounds good, to be fair. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of lucky in a way because like where I work, they do like discounts on certain things, and one of the things they do discounts on is cinema tickets. So I can get like a good chunk of money off them. So I always use that. Yeah, like I think like £10 is like the max I'm willing to pay for a cinema ticket, to be honest. And yeah, good. I'm happy to just go for standard 2D showings. I'm not really too bothered about IMAX or anything like that.
Yeah. Mine around here, burying processes. One not too far from me that's quite cheap. They're about £5 a ticket, but they're very small cinemas and you can rarely get in them, and they don't have the new releases. Or there's like a bigger one that's about 14 quid nearly a ticket, but again, they don't really show many new things. You got to travel quite far out. If I can get a cinema ticket between the 5 to 7, 8 quid, I'm happy. But to be fair, I'd rather just wait for the physical.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, good Disney film I watched last week was a film called Dr. Sin the Scarecrow. Loved it. Never heard of it.
No.
It's an old one. I think I remember it from the olden days.
Danny says, wish we had a Walmart and a Target here in the UK as they have a great range of steel books. Yeah, really cool. DVD Public says, Danny, you know what? Since lots of people are checking out sell-throughs, I thought I might end up like copies like Beatles Yesterday and Today with the new cover glued on. 4K Chef says, I've got the next $2 movies coming from the US next week, and hopefully I'm also looking forward to Kino's releasing of the original take in the Pelham 123. That's good. That'd be a good release. That could happen. DVD Public says, Danny. DVD Public, Danny. Yeah, the first release of Beatles Yesterday and Today had the infamous Butcher cover. However, following complaints, it was withdrawn and replaced with different covers. Cool. Comments have gone weird again. Wow. Anthony says the Arrow Candyman box set looks very cool. Did you guys enjoy Candyman with Tony Todd?
Yeah, I like the first one. Yeah.
I like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but yeah, I do think it is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. The box set looks nice. I'm going to gather it's very similar to the Blu-ray Collector's Edition box set, but just obviously with a 4K disc.
Yeah, I think it's exactly the same. Yeah.
Seems to be an Arrow thing now for some reason.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind the second movie.
Yeah, it's all right.
Is that Farewell to the Flash, is it?
Yeah. I actually quite like the second one.
Tony Todd's still in it.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
I've not seen the third one. I've heard it's garbage.
It's got a Baywatch babe in it as an actress, isn't it?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. Dr. Impossible says, name a good Milos Forman film that you would recommend to a friend or someone that's interested in film. Milos Forman films.
The big ones, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, I think, for me.
Okay.
Or maybe Amadeus.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look, see what he's done. Yeah, I'm probably just going to have to say, Matt, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for me. Danny says, I can get hold of the cover, DVD from Film Bloke, I love the Beatles. That's cool. 4K Chef says, I got the two. Oh yeah, you did say about that comment, but you have got Kino coming with Pelham 2, 3 and 4K, so another one to look forward to. I imagine the transfer will be good. Just got to block these ones. These are getting quite a few. We've got Dark Films here, Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection, saying congrats on the 1K subs. Thanks ever so much, Mike. Really appreciate it. Danny says trolls again. Yep, they've been really coming on here tonight. Mike says hi everyone. Hey Mike. DVD and Film Bloke says to Danny, however, the recorded stock of the Butcher cover were re-released with new cover glued over it and collectors were removing it. David says, what's your dad's favourite film? If probably at this weekend, if you watch it, it'll probably be Wild Things. But at the moment now, I don't know. He did like the Sweeney films. He keeps on about them. He said, "Oh, that Sweeney film's good, Pete. We'll have to watch that again." I said, "We'll see that the other week." So I'll probably say that he's got an eclectic taste in films, unless it's like 90% action. He'll watch it. So if a film's very slow, he'll just say, "Oh, this is boring," and fall asleep. Cora says, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, The Fireman's Ball, Man on the Moon, Amadeus, The People versus Larry Flynn. Oh, I need to see that one. 4K Chef says, The Shallows is awesome. Yeah, definitely one of the best shark films out there. Danny says, I can imagine that's hard to come by. DVD from Film Bloke. DVD from Film Bloke says, Danny, I don't know how many copies of Yesterday and Today go with the Butcher cover or with the glued on cover still intact. Dr. Impossible says, William Fredkin did Bug. See it if you love film, if you're fun-loving film nuts. Oh.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but I don't remember exactly what happens in it. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, never heard of it. Oh, give it a go.
Charlie Strong.
Is she in it? Oh, even more reason to watch it. Danny says, how many are there online DVD from Film Blow? Gary says, I could never get on with 3D in cinemas. The glasses got annoying. Yeah, I can imagine so. Apparently, there is rumours that we might see glasses free 3D sometime. So, mind you, that's always been the rumour, but it'd be cool if they did. DVD from Film Bloke says, Danny, actually looking on eBay, copies with the butcher cover goes for around £50, where the ones with the glued on cover still intact goes for thousands. Wow. Tez made this, says, got to shoot off in a few minutes. Been a good chat though. Thanks up so much, Tez. Really appreciate it, mate. Danny says, I stopped going to cinemas as it's too expensive, and it doesn't matter what movie you see, you always get noisy kids. Yeah, that is a problem just lately, I can imagine. Yeah. Especially with like Marvel films.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, I saw Jaws 3D with a pair of shitty glasses from tokens of a promo with Ringo Crisps. Best experience. Fucking joking. Buggered off and watched War Games instead.
Yeah, I had the glasses Shredded Wheat when they came out, but I never got to see the film in the cinemas.
Danny says, I'll wait for physical releases as you can watch it in your own home and not with other strangers in cinemas. Absolutely.
It's going that way.
Yeah, and you can also watch it as many times as you like, and once you bought it once, you've bought it all the time.
Streaming 3 months later now, isn't it?
Yeah, or you buy it once and then you buy it again a few years later with an Uber special edition.
Yeah.
Danny says, do any of you collect 3D movies? Remember the 3D DVDs with glasses? Didn't Spy Kids come with some?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I've got
remember that.
Freddy's Dead VHS that's 3D with the glasses, and Friday the 13th Part 3 it's DVD with the red glasses, red glasses.
Yeah.
So that's the only ones I got. There's some
Then,
Blu-rays, but I can't watch them anymore.
them ones with the glasses, with the cardboard glasses, are just a pain because if you break them, I remember I had some on and I put them on and they just fell apart and I was like, oh crap. Anthony's Horror and More says, I just purchased Life Force on 4K. I've never seen that one before. What are your guys' thoughts of it if you've seen it?
I think it's pretty good.
It's a good film, yeah, I like it.
Toby Hooper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naked French chick.
Yep.
I'm okay. That's going high up on the watch.
That'll go high on the watch file because a lot of full frontal nudity from space vampires there.
Space vampires, wow, even more sold up. Wow. We've got Brandon Turner here saying, anyone seen Mikey and Nikki? Just watch it. Very good. Never heard of it.
No.
Let's have a look. 76 film. No. Crime drama. No, never heard of it. Blimey DVD from Complock, that's pricey. 4K Chef says, watched the new Candyman transfer last night and it's very impressive, lovely colours with a banging Atmos track that gives me shivers. Great to hear they didn't mess this one up because Arrow seems to be having little issues with their releases again. That's good. Dot Impossible says, decent film, Mickey and Nikki. Just don't bring up Ishtar, directed by Elaine May. Shocking. Comments gone weird. Very close to the end. Anthony says to the 4K Chef, that's great to hear. I might have to import it over here in the States. It's cool. Dr. Impossible says, of course, Pete, with all that nudity and wild things, I'm amazed we won't need to sleep for 24 hours. Danny says, many years ago I paid £5 in cinemas and snuck fish and chips inside. Oh, wow. Did you get people come up to you, Danny, saying, oh, can I pinch a chip?
I bet, yeah. Just thinking the place.
4K Chef says, Anthony, the Candyman transfer is the same for Shout Factory, and Arrow also owns Turbine. Awesome. We've got Winslow here. Hey, mate. Hope you're doing well. I love going to the cinema. For me, it's a whole different immersive experience seeing films on the big screen. Yeah, it is an event, especially when a big film comes out. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Danny says, when you make an American Pie with Andy and Mike, Pete. Yeah, there's this thing. What?
I was going to say, I actually watched all these movies over the weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Four of them on, is it, with the cast?
Um,
and then there's about
Yeah,
100
unrelated. Yeah, it's like four movies with the original cast, and then
yeah, they're the only ones worth watching.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the first one and probably the second or third one, but I haven't seen the new one. Is it the wedding or the reunion or whatever?
The reunion.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, this is the thing. They want Ryan and me to do a watch along for American Pie. A bit make entertain and watch, I suppose. Winslow says Mikey and Nikki is great. John Cassavetes and Peter Falk's in it. Both fantastic. Columbo himself. Right. Gary North says Vinegar Syndrome sale starts Friday. Those titles half price. I know Peter will be very happy with that. Danny says it was just me and my family in cinema at the time. Well, that's not too bad then. Yeah. Winslow says, have you guys seen A Woman Under the Influence? For me, Gina Rowlands gives one of the greatest performances of all time.
Rings a bell.
Yeah.
Woman Under the Influence. Yep. Gina, Peter Falk's in it as well. Oh. Sounds like a good watch. The 4K Chef says, have we got anything good pre-ordered, lads, in the next coming week? I'm really looking forward to the second site drive set and the Untouchable 4Ks. Hopefully, it's an impressive transfer. Have you got anything pre-ordered, guys?
Just licorice pizza.
No, I ain't got any.
You, Mike?
Not really, no. I noticed Xavi are releasing like this massive like Rambo 4K First Blood box set, and it looks amazing, but I reckon it's going to be like £100 or something. It looks like, I probably won't get it, but it does look nice.
It's a very impressive box set. I see some pictures of it, and I'm like, that is lovely.
It's like it's got loads of stuff with it, like. Yeah. Probably the biggest like box set I've seen in terms of like content.
You get a lot of stuff there for your money. It's unbelievable. But I don't know how much it is. No price been announced yet?
No. I reckon it'll be a lot. Like quite a lot. Yeah.
Well, it's a nice set, but I suppose if you got the money and you can do it, it's worth getting. And if you like the film. You don't get all the Rambo films, just the first one.
Just the first one, yeah.
That's not too bad. As for me, I ain't got nothing pre-ordered, but I'll just probably get Licorice Pizza and the Batman when they come out, and maybe get Enter the Void next week, but nothing on pre-order.
No.
Anthony's Horror More 4K Chef. I really want that beautiful Arrow box set edition, though. I'm a sucker for the packaging. Yeah, the box sets for Arrow are always the best. Even if they do like to re-release everything with the 4K. Dr. Impossible says, Jesus Christ, this is my life. Go join the Porn Appreciation Society with Cora. Oh, man. 4K Chef says it's a nice set, Anthony. Gary says that First Blood set does look fantastic. Yeah, really does. I think Avanda's got it on pre-order or going to pre-order it. Brandon Turner says, will you guys get Arrow's releases of Enter the Void or Locks of Turner when they're out at the end of this week?
Yeah, well,
you
Enter the
got-
Void, it might hopefully arrive tomorrow for me, because I think I got the
that's good.
dispatch notification the other day, so maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
The other one, I will get that, but I'll wait until it's cheaper.
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I might do when, like Mike said, when they get a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're going to
Gareth?
be two blind movies for me.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll probably get Into the Void eventually. If I can,
Awesome.
Yeah. It's a good movie. Yeah.
Winslow says, I haven't yet pre-ordered Licorice Pizza. It's my favourite of 2021. Shame we don't get a poster like the US, just art cards, which I find pretty useless. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do anything with art cards. I just leave them in the case.
Yeah.
I muted it in time.
That was sound.
The art cards are nice, but it's just like, oh, yeah, and then just
Yeah.
put them back in.
Yeah.
Poster, at least you can put them up on the wall, I suppose. But there's some very nice looking art cards with wild things, I may say. Well, one or two. The 4K chef says the Rambo set looks crazy, mate. Just for one movie, I have the original 4K trilogy uncut for Germany for about 40 quid. I mean, it is a nice set, but it is a hard sell, really, just for one film. But they are going all out on it.
Yeah, and I've already got it on 4K as well. So that's the only problem.
Yeah. David says American Pie Presents Girls will have you watch this. It's one of the bad ones, isn't it?
I think that's the only one I've not seen.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, I can't remember that one.
I can remember Bandcamp. Is it Bandcamp?
Yeah, I think Bandcamp I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That was
Naked
not
Mile, Beta House, Book of Love.
Yeah.
And then I think it goes Girls Rule. Yeah.
Oh, right. Just ending up blocking somebody else. We've got Matt here from Vengeance Media. What's going on, guys? Hey, Matt. Hope you're doing well, mate. The 4K chef says, what's the next movie you're looking forward to seeing at the cinema?
Top Gun.
Yeah, Maverick, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one.
Mike?
Yeah, probably Top Gun. Yeah.
Top Gun or Lightyear? I'm very excited for Lightyear. I think that could be really good. I'm more excited for the little cat in it called Socks for some reason. Danny says, Pete and everyone, it's been a pleasure. I'm off to sleep and dream of cyber babes in there. Any movies you're waiting for in the 2 for 25 and HMV? And oh my god, Dr. Impossible. Thanks ever so much, Danny. Hope you feel better soon, mate. I don't really wait until the HMV 2 for 25. I like that sale they did the other few months ago when they did 2 for 20 for new releases. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
If they do that again, I'll probably get some. But 2 for 25, I'm not that bothered. Do you guys partake in the 2 for 25?
Not really, no.
Yeah, not really.
If I go into the shop, I'll have a look.
Gary says, audience members at the Cannes Film Festival walked out the Cronenberg's new movie. They couldn't handle the body horror. I've heard that. They've walked out within 10 minutes, so Cronenberg's doing well, then.
It's a film.
Well,
I'm definitely intrigued by watching it.
Yeah, just
I'm guessing they've not seen his older movies then.
Yes.
I would assume so, yeah. There was even like talks when this was announced. It will make people walk out, and trusted it always does.
I still think The Fly is like disgusting to like today's standards. Like it's
I
no
agree.
Yeah.
DVD from Film Black says, mind you, I keep the posters in the cases. I do, to be fair.
Yeah.
Stream of the Time Saves 9 says, my god, the bots on here, it's worst I've ever seen on a stream. Yes, it's a pain, but they seem to be a common thing just lately. They'll come and go. But I'll just keep blocking them. That's the best thing.
Yeah, I think they can just see anyone that's live, can't they? And then they just jump on.
Anthony Horror and more said, have you guys seen the movie X yet? I really enjoyed it.
I've still not seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to though. It comes out next month on Blu-ray though.
It's a bit cheaper as well, the Blu-ray. I think it's only like $13.99.
Yeah, it's like 12 or 13 quid, so I might give it a go.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I've heard it's quite naughty, so.
Yeah.
By today's standards, yeah.
All right. Stream of Time Saves 9 says Saigon is a recommendation for me. Saw that on Amazon. Brilliant stuff. Awesome. Winslow says thoughts on the new Mission Impossible trailer. For me, Fallout is one of the best action films in a long time. I do agree. Fallout is incredible, and can't wait for this new one. Trailer looks good, but we've got to wait for a little while for it.
Yeah, it's like over a year, isn't it?
Yeah, July next year, I think it comes out, and then the following one comes out a year later. 4K Chef says, I pre-ordered the 4K version of X from Amazon Germany. It's in a media book from Cape Light Pictures. That's cool.
Yeah.
Anthony says, I like all 4 original American Pie movies. I think they got better with each subsequent entry. Oh. Awesome. Gary says, Mike, did you get a chance to see Vortex?
Yeah, eventually, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's probably not as good as I probably didn't like it as much as Climax or Enter the Void, but it was still really good. Yeah.
Anthony says, that's awesome. I just got the regular Blu-ray of it. Winslow says, what's your favourite streaming service? For me, it has to be BFI Player or Mubi.
Don't really like any of them, but if I had to choose, probably Prime or Netflix.
Yeah, Prime's probably the one I use the most for getting stuff if I need it.
Andy?
It's my fancy.
Yeah, I don't really use it for movies, but I've just used the regular stuff like BBC iPlayer and ITV Hub and all 4 to like catch up on like my favorite TV shows because I don't really watch movies on streaming services.
Yeah. For me, probably, well, I say BBC iPlayer, but just recently, because Disney Plus, I'll probably say Disney Plus. Also, because Disney Plus has a new Chip and Dale movie. Matt from Vengeance Media says, I've been binging Stranger Things again for preparation of season 4. Are you hyped or not?
Wouldn't say I'm hyped, but I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch it, but I'm not going to take time off work to see it.
Mike?
Yeah, I'll give it a watch. I thought season 1 was really good, but I think each season's kind of gotten worse as they've gone on. So, and also the episodes in this new season, why are they so
really long? Like the final 2 episodes are like 2 hours each, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I don't like about TV when they make the episodes really long. I'm just not into it at all.
Yeah, is this the final season?
I don't think it is. I think
there's one more.
Oh no! Oh, I thought it was the final season because hence why the episodes are so long. Wow. I've only ever seen about 3 or 4 episodes of Stranger Things, and I just couldn't really get into it. I want to watch more, but I just never could get into it. But I will give it a go once probably all the series is finished. Streamer of the Time Saves 9 says Night Moves was a good 2. Hackman was brilliant in a film called Tug on HMV Premium, worth watching. Awesome. The trolls are unbelievable tonight. Edward says he's going to see the Top Gun movie. Gav's going tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Awesome. Hope you enjoy it, and I think we're all going to see it when we can.
Yeah.
Nick says The Fly is such a brilliant film. Oh, and hi. Hey, Nick. Hope you're well, mate. Oh, my days. This one's a new one. Oh, my days. They come up with some very creative titles, I must say. Stream at the time, Safe Nine says, thanks, guys. Brilliant chat on the stream and great banter from me all there. Night. Thanks ever so much, mate. Gary says, The Fly is great, but I find myself going back to watch Rabid the most of all the Cronenberg's movies. Yeah. I want to watch that one. That got a remake, didn't it, a few years ago?
Yeah. Not seen it.
Social Sisters or something.
Winslow says, will you guys be seeing the new Alex Garland film, Men? The reviews coming in aren't great, but I'm still looking forward to checking this one out. Is this the one with Jesse Buckley in?
Not sure.
Yeah. I've seen the poster for it, but I don't know much else about it.
Let's have a look. Yes, it is the one with Jesse Buckley and Rory Kinnear in it. Yeah. I see the trailer for it last night on TV, and it looked good, so I kind of do want to see it. So maybe, yeah.
It's A24, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll probably give it a go. You the same?
Yeah.
Right. Anthony says, what did you guys think of the Batman?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. It's great.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good film. It's more of a detective film than a superhero film, and that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Oops.
Oh, it's got
Did I just cut out?
Yeah.
It's like every time 4 hours comes up, it cuts me off. It's like, you've been on for too long. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Probably a little bit too long, but the 3 hours did run quite quickly, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they're going next.
Yeah.
DVD from Film Bloke says we'll soon end up with Fuckbot 3000. Don't give them ideas, mate. There probably will be. The 4K Chef says Top Gun tomorrow for me. Catch you later, guys. Up early for work in the morning. Another entertaining stream. Cheers. Thanks ever so much, Paul. And the final comment is a dirty user, so we can't put that comment up. We can't even put a person in on timeout either for some reason. So anyway, we'll finish it up for tonight. It's been nearly 4 hours, so it's been a long stream and it's been a lot of fun. We've still got 17 people still watching. So thank you everybody for watching. And as always, thank you Andy and Mike for joining. It's been great as always.
No problem.
And thank you for Gareth for joining.
That's all right.
Yeah. Me and Andy and Mike will be back next week. Unfortunately, I haven't got a guest yet, but we'll soon sort one out. But as always, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.